What's going on, wonderful friends? Um, Recording this Thanksgiving night, believe it or not. I don't know when I'm gonna upload it. I'm gonna try to have this uploaded like soon as I'm done doing it. So yeah. But what we're gonna do tonight, and this is, I promise, this is the last time I'm gonna fuck with DSP for at least the next 4 or 5 days. Unless he says some really dumb shit or unless he does something really fucking stupid, which may happen, but hopefully it doesn't happen. Then I could upload fun stuff and not just shit about DSP. Anyway, this is gonna be an endure basically because I really don't feel like watching it of Ask the King. His special Thanksgiving Ask the King, which isn't special at all. He just recorded it on Thanksgiving. But yeah. The video titles are pretty interesting. We have one, he's fucking praising Jesus, apparently. We have another one, he's just kind of sitting there with his cowboy hat on. And we have another one where he's counting invisible money. But we're going to start with part one. It's called Out of Touch Developers. I mean, DSP is an Out of Touch Let's Player, so that's relevant. Black Friday in campaigns and FPS. So yeah, Black Friday is like, you know, it's gonna be what, a week before that question is irrelevant? But whatever. Let's get this show on the road. 28 dislikes, 91 likes. He doing good so far. I feel so ignorant about the Vita. It's a great system if you love Japanese games. I feel the same way. I said that months ago. And other comments that are really fucking long and I don't feel like reading them.
Whoa! Wait a minute.
Hello everyone.
I was like, something is a little bit.
Let me turn the volume up a little bit.
Give me a second here. That is bizarre. Hold on, let me go.
See if my pause, pause works.
How's that? That is much better. Like extreme close-up of my face. I don't want anyone to go blind here.
Yeah, this is gonna be
Hello,
one long
everyone,
video.
and welcome.
Hello, everyone.
Today is November 26th.
I'm not gonna pause that much. I'm gonna try to keep pausing down to a minimum because I don't want this video to be long. But this is gonna be one long video, just in case you were wondering. And yeah, I'm praying DSP doesn't say a lot of dumb shit. Then I could just let him talk.
Yes, it is Thanksgiving here in the United States, and welcome to the Thanksgiving edition of Ask the King. It's the show where I answer your questions, whether it's
Thanksgiving edition. Nothing is special whatsoever. He wearing the same cowboy hat. He got the same layout. Thanksgiving edition because it's on Thanksgiving, I guess. I thought Monday Night Raw was fucking lazy. This is lazy.
TheKingofHate.com forums, Twitter @TheyCallMeDSP.
Well, really, it used to be SmackDown. They
Or
used
my
to be on
Facebook page,
Thanksgiving.
which is also They Call Me DSP. So thank you to all of you who submitted your questions over the past couple of months, because I have not had a chance to do an episode of Ask the King since way back when, I believe in September.
Way back when.
Was the last episode.
Look at my
this past
calendar.
month of October
Look at my calendar
was so
again.
busy with new releases that I didn't really have time for much vlogging at all.
This is gonna be terrible.
Oh, excuse me. Disgusting belch. This week
job.
in particular, I wanted to do an.
Before we get into this, I just want to say I love how at the bottom it says support the show, pledge $20 to get your questions answered. But people on Twitch beg for donations all day. All right, then.
Ask the King to celebrate Thanksgiving, to answer your questions that have accumulated, and it's going to be a fun episode, okay? So,
It won't be fun.
FYI, if you want to be sure to get your question answered on Ask the
Give me
King,
$20.
the way to do it is not this, I'm pointing the wrong way, is this. Look at the bottom left-hand corner of your screen.
The right way to make sure your question get answered is to give me
Patreon.com/DarkSideFilm
$20.
for a $20 or more pledge.
Because
you will
I'm fucking
qualify for
Tom
the perk
Hanks
that
or some
allows
shit.
to
You
submit
gotta
your
give me
question
money
be
to answer
answered
a
on the show.
question.
And in fact, there's 3 people who actually
Three
have their
people.
questions answered right here on Ask the King. In regards to Patreon, very quickly, I just want to
The
let everyone
lighting
know
is really good on
it
my
is nearing the
camera
end of the
today,
month. I
too.
believe there's only
I don't know why
5
it was
days
so
left
bad last
to
time
pledge
I
to my
recorded
Patreon
something.
for this month.
You could
And
actually
since I'm not
see
live streaming today, I don't have an
the
opportunity to
fucking
mention
hair
it, so I'm
dye
just
in
very
my
briefly here.
facial hair.
We're
today.
trying to hit
That's
the goal.
exciting, I'm sure.
The funding goal for the month, which is the same goal that we have every month. If we hit the funding goal, I'll be doing a rareathon,
Yeah,
not rareathon,
F4
excuse
meets
me, a
me good.
platforming marathon. 2 games are actually from Rare, which is why originally I was going to call it the Rareathon. And one is not. One is Crash Bandicoot 3. The other choices are Banjo-Kazooie and Conker's Bad Fur Day HD.
You wanted to call
If
it
we
the
hit goal,
marathon.
patrons who pledge
What the fuck?
$5 or more in the month of November, so 5 days left
Give
to
them
pledge,
$5 so you
we'll
can
be
vote.
voting
You
on
have
which
to
of those
pay to
three
vote
games
in
you want
this
to see me
country.
play at the end of December in a marathon, okay?
Is this a fucking Q&A or a fucking Patreon plug?
The marathons this year have been very successful. Everyone seems to like them, whether it was me doing
Everyone
Crash Bandicoot
likes
1
them.
and 2, the indie game marathons that I've done, the Halloween
Hey,
marathon
Guinea
we had
Pig.
last month, and yes, this coming Monday, the Rockathon, where I'm going to be playing Rock Band 4 all day. So these have been pretty good. People really enjoy them. So hopefully we hit the funding goal. Right now we have not hit it yet, but we're close. So check it out at patreon.com.
Let's check his Patreon. Let's go on a field trip. I mean, it's the only fucking Patreon I'll ever go to. He has $13.37 and 77 cents, but allegedly he didn't hit the goal yet. But this was also recorded hours ago. Who knows?
/DarkSidePhil. And now,
To be honest, you
without
just
further
gotta go
ado,
by
let's
his
get into the
word.
questions because there's a ton
It
of
was
them.
like, can
okay?
we really take the word of Dark
And
Side
like I said,
Phil?
we'll start with the patrons. So the very first question here is from Just a Human. And
Just
he
a
actually has two
Human.
different, quicker.
I'm not gonna say anything about Just a Human. If you know who Just a Human is based on that username, you know about this person. I guess I am gonna say something about him. He acts like a fucking child in YouTube comments. Like this motherfucker White Knights like a motherfucker in YouTube comments for DSP for no fucking reason whatsoever. Like, I could tolerate KG. KG is okay. Just a Human is fucking trash. He would come under a video that's not about a game whatsoever and then bring up DSP being good at said game just to try to get a point across, a non-existent point. But I'm
questions here, so let's
rambling.
get into them.
But yeah,
His
fuck,
first question
fuck
is,
him.
Phil, are you planning on doing a video regarding how certain developers, like Konami or Nintendo, seem to have decided to ignore their audience these days, leading to a lot of backlash? Just curious about your stance on this.
Yes,
No,
Konami
I'm not going to do
ignores
a
the
video just
audience.
about it because I don't do that.
And
Like, if you
Nintendo
look at my
ignores
videos, I
their
don't just all of a
audience.
sudden, I
The
don't
audience
do a
that
vlog
likes
about
fucking
how the
Mario.
developers aren't listening.
Yeah, they
But
really ignore that
this
audience,
is the
dude.
kind of show where I answer that stuff.
What the
okay?
fuck?
Now here's the deal.
Here we go.
If you were to say,
Opinionated
why are
bullshit.
certain game developers, or are
We
they
just started and we
not
get
listening to their
opinionated
audience?
bullshit.
Listen,
Great.
I
I
you
can't
have to really
fucking
look
wait.
big picture, okay? Konami, back in the 1990s when Konami was huge, and it was late 80s, early 90s into the mid 90s.
In the 90s,
the
Death
era of the
Row was
NES and then the
huge.
Super NES and stuff
Everybody
like
that
that.
worked there
Konami
are
was
fucking
synonymous
dead or in
with
jail
big
or they're
titles like
fucking
Metal
Snoop
Gear
Dogg.
and Castlevania and stuff like that.
The 90s was a long time ago, dude.
Did they
It's
really
not relevant.
listen to feedback back then? Because I don't think
No.
they did. I think back then, game development was more like it wasn't an interactive medium. You didn't have social media.
They
per
didn't
se.
listen to
It was
feedback. They
kinda
just
like,
put
we
games
develop a
out.
game, we put
People
it out
liked
there, and
them.
if it sells well, great. I guess we did good. But it's not like you listened to direct feedback from fans or anything like that.
They never listen to
Today is
feedback.
much
They never
different.
will.
Today you've got social media. You've got, gaming media that constantly.
But DSP saying this and he don't listen to feedback from his own fans. He got a fucking website with a forum on it. He don't listen to feedback
react
from
to
fans. But
things that
whatever.
are going on all over the
I'm
world.
being salty.
And,
Let me
and
chill
fan
out. Let me chill
backlashes
out.
and
Let me
fan
calm down.
movements and stuff like that. And it's a lot easier today in 2015
You got
to
Reddit?
somehow get your opinion across to a big game developer than it was way back when. So when you look at the big guys, right? Nintendo, Konami, they really operate
Nintendo
by
is
that
comparable to
old school
Konami.
model. We don't listen to social media. We don't listen to the outcry of the fans because that didn't exist back when we were super popular, right? So we just do what we always have done. We think that we're going to develop an awesome AAA experience for you. We're going to put it out there,
It's
and
not.
hopefully you buy it. And due to our track record, we believe we know what we're doing. Unfortunately, what's turning out is that that's not the case anymore.
So let me get this straight. Because Nintendo and Konami have been around a long time, they don't listen to feedback because they've been around a long time. And DSP forms this opinion and forms this judgment against a multi-million-dollar company because I don't know, because they've been around a long time. But this is also the same dude that shits on people for making assumptions about him, but he can make assumptions about companies. Really, nigga? So I can make an assumption about Konami because the Konami been around a long time, and oh man, they've been around a long time. They must not pay attention to the internet at all. Right.
Or especially with a company like Konami,
It's
who's
really
massively
stupid
cutting
fucking
back on the
logic.
video games that they're producing, right? The fact that they had such a horrible fallout with Hideo Kojima.
I'm sorry, but if people ask for something, like for instance, people asked me to do this video, like I think like 3 or 4 people tweeted me asking me to do this video because somebody tweeted me about it and I said I might not do it. And then like 4 other people tweeted and was like, oh, do it. But okay, that's 4 people. Think about this. I got 1,700 subs, right? And I could say, well, only 4 people asked me to do it, so I'm not gonna fucking do it because I got 1,700 subs. Like, that's really dumb logic, right? But that's the logic some people have. I can see a game dev saying, well, our last game sold 5 million copies, and we only have 200 people on Reddit bitching about the next game, so why the fuck should we make it? People don't care. It's just like 200 people on Reddit. They're not gonna make us enough money. They're not 500,000 people. They're not a million people. So fuck it. I don't. But I'm rambling. I don't understand what DSP is trying to pull out of his ass right here.
Leading to all the
But whatever.
controversy and everything
Let me
this
stop
year
nitpicking.
regarding Metal Gear Solid 5, and the fact that they're selling pachinko machines, which is a major part of their business, but that they're pushing game franchises and fusing them with their pachinko machines instead of focusing on making new and better games.
But a pachinko machine costs less to make than a game.
Obviously, the fans are going to say, what are you doing, right? What on earth is Konami doing? They are a game company. They're one of the big guys in the business, and all of a sudden they're just
They're
like
not that
abandoning
big.
the gamers, and it's kind of true with a lot of the things you hear about the mistreatment of employees and the fact that, you know, deadlines are given and time is cut and games
Plenty
are released
companies mistreat
and then
their
you look
employees.
at Nintendo, kind of not the same situation, but kind of the same situation because
Amiibos.
it's not that they're rushing out games or they're making bad decisions in regards to where
Amiibos.
their company's going directions-wise, but they don't listen to the feedback. They haven't produced a console in the past 5 to 10 years that was anywhere equal to the power of the other companies.
They haven't produced a console in the last 5 to 10 years that was equal to the other consoles. Was the Wii equal to other consoles? No. Was the Wii U equal to other consoles? No. Was the GameCube equal to other consoles? Technically, the GameCube was better than the PS2 and the not the PS2, the PS2 and the Dreamcast. According to statistics I've seen on some websites and shit over the last few years. But also, this is more than 10 fucking years ago. The Wii U, not the Wii U, the Wii sold like fucking hotcakes. So why would Nintendo spend more money to make a more powerful system if they think they could sell a half-ass system and make a lot of money? You know what I mean? If I sell a deck of cards, a deck of generic old standard Walmart brand cards, right? And I make $10 million. And somebody asks me to make a deck of cards 5 years later. I'm going to make a shitty fucking deck of cards, right? That's kind of what Nintendo did. Nintendo was like, well, our last deck of cards made a lot of money, so let's make another shitty deck of cards and call it the Wii U. I'm not calling the Wii U shit, but the Wii U obviously isn't comparable to the fucking Xbox One and the PS4. But at the same time, does it really matter? No, because Nintendo does their own thing. Nintendo, this is the thing that people don't really get it when it comes to video games because they want to buy one system and have everything on it. But Nintendo was in their own lane. Nintendo has always been in their own lane. Nintendo does their own thing. If you support Nintendo and you fuck with shit that comes out on Nintendo consoles, you buy a Nintendo console. If you don't buy it and you don't have anything to do with it. If you want Mario and Metroid and Smash and Animal Crossing and all that shit, you buy a Nintendo console. If you don't buy it. Nintendo is in their own lane. Nintendo has been in their own lane for the last, 15 fucking years? Like, we're not buying a Nintendo console to play Call of Duty or to play Battlefield or to play NBA 2K whatever, or to play Madden, whatever, or to play NBA Live, whatever, or to play Assassin's Creed, whatever. They tried that. Remember when the Wii U first came out and they had NBA 2K, I think it was 2K14, and like Call of Duty Ghosts? They couldn't even get Battlefield on the Wii U. But like I said, Nintendo was in their own lane. Nintendo paved their own lane a long time ago, and gamers don't understand that. Gamers want to get everything out of one console, and that's not going to happen. In 2015, you can't get everything out of one console. The last time you got everything out of one console was what? The PS2? Maybe? Not even the PS2, because it was shit on the GameCube that was exclusive. Like, in all actuality, you never got everything in one console, because it was always another console that had exclusive games and another console that had exclusive features. But people just notice it now more because the internet kind of makes everything a little bit bigger than it really is. But I'm kind of rambling. But you get my point, hopefully. If you don't, fuck it. I'm not about to try to explain it longer than this.
We're not in competition with the other game companies. Yes, you are. Duh. It doesn't matter that you want to do things differently. You're still in competition with the other video.
Just like I said, Nintendo was in their own lane. When you're in your own lane, you're not in competition with other people. You're doing your own thing. If what you do work, it work. If it don't work, you change up. But let's be completely honest here. Is it a better business model to form your own lane and form your own niche and get your own group of fans to fuck with you? Or is it better to try to mold yourself around what other people do? Like, would it be better to, like, I'm going to try to make it a little bit more easy to understand. Would it be better to join YouTube and copy off of PewDiePie because, oh, PewDiePie is the most popular person on YouTube. Let me copy him. Would it be better to copy him directly? Or would it be better to say, well, okay, PewDiePie, PewDiePie got his fan base, he got his people that like him, but let me do my own thing. And if people fuck with me off of that, then I'm going to start my own fan base based off of that. And if that works, it works. If it don't work, it don't work. Like, if you form your own lane and you do your own thing and it works, it's going to be better for you in the long run. Now, if it don't work, start from square one. But if you copy somebody, if you say, well, they're doing this, so let me do that too, which is what DSP is assuming Nintendo should do. If you're saying, well, they're doing this, so let me do that too, because it's going to work because it worked for them. If you do that and it works, okay, it worked. You made you made a little bit of money, but you fucking copy and you're being a copycat. You're being a swagger jacker Debo. Do you want to be a swagger jacker Debo, or do you want to form your own lane? I'm talking way too much about this.
Nintendo, they try to think
and it's funny I'm
things
defending
differently,
Nintendo this much, and I haven't bought a Nintendo system in the last 10 years.
The popularity of the Wii that was a flash in the pan success and then fizzled out.
Flash in the pan.
What has Nintendo been successful at besides selling little amiibo figures, right?
What about the 3DS? What about the DS?
The fans
you
will
fucking
directly
moron.
say to Nintendo, we want this from you. We would like to see this. Don't give us stupid gimmicky controllers. Don't give us motion controls. Give us hardcore Nintendo games that are great. Give us
What is a hardcore Nintendo game? A hardcore Nintendo game is Mario and Zelda, because that's what Nintendo was known for. That's what Nintendo have been giving us. Whoever's asking for a hardcore Nintendo game and don't mean Mario or Zelda are fucking stupid. Because that's what hardcore Nintendo game is. It's Mario and fucking Zelda. Do we want Call of Duty on a fucking Nintendo system? No. That's not what we buy Nintendo systems for. We don't buy Nintendo systems to play Madden. We don't buy Nintendo systems to play Call of Duty or Battlefield or any of that other shit that's on every other fucking console besides a Nintendo console. We buy a Nintendo console to play Nintendo games. If we don't want to play Nintendo games, we don't buy a Nintendo console. Got it? Good.
Console that's as powerful as
but
all
DSP
the other
doesn't
ones.
understand this, and apparently he thinks
again.
other people think the same way.
And all Nintendo's really done is put out first-party titles that are kind of and then they release
Kinda
amiibos.
And amiibos.
Now people go and buy the amiibos, so you're supporting their horrible business practices. You know what I mean?
A horrible business practice is selling something that makes money. Motherfucker, you have a horrible business practice because half your YouTube channel is reliant on a fucking Patreon account. That's unstable as fuck. So you have a horrible business practice too. Can I make a video about that and not be called a detractor? No? All right then.
So really the question, his question is, am I going to do a video about it? No. But what is my stance on it? The thing is, I really feel
Your
the
stance
companies
is
that are not
trash.
listening to fan feedback, right?
You don't listen to
is
fan
because
feedback.
They're in that old school mentality.
Just like I said months ago, DSP is Nintendo. He never listens to fan feedback. Ever. Unless the people are giving him money. And even if they are, he still might not listen to them.
They're
So
still
get the
living
fuck
in the
out of here.
1980s and 90s. They don't
You
realize
living
it's
in
2015. They
2007.
don't realize
Get the
that
fuck out of here,
interactivity,
DSP.
getting feedback, social
I need to
media,
take a
marketing
sip.
feedback is the big way to be successful in this day and age.
Market feedback is the way to be successful. You mean like how fucking amiibos are making more money than any game they're putting out? They're listening to market feedback. Motherfuckers buy amiibos, so they put amiibos out. If I sell number 2 pencils and for some reason number 2 pencils fucking sell out of the store and I make $1 billion in a year, I'm gonna make more number 2 pencils. I'm not gonna say, well, the hardcore fans, the fucking assholes that complain on Reddit and don't buy our shit, they're not buying number 2 pencils, so I'm not gonna put number 2 pencils out. No, number 2 pencils are making money, so I'm gonna put number 2 pencils out. The hardcore, guess what? This is the thing. I'm going to tell you a huge fucking secret right here. The hardcore fan base are the minority. I'm sure that's a fucking shock to you. I'm sure you pissed off already. I already pissed you off. You ready to go on Reddit and like make a fucking forum post on Reddit and call me out and tell people to dislike the video and get me fucked up on YouTube or some shit. But the hardcore fan base is the minority. I know it's a fucking shock. I know it's a surprise. I know you think everybody in the world feel the same way that you feel about Nintendo. But if amiibos, shitty little stupid fucking plastic amiibos, if amiibos make a lot of money and they put out a fucking Mario game that's like the other 5 Mario games that came out in the last 5 years, and the amiibos sell more than the Mario game and it costs less to make, they're gonna keep making fucking amiibos because amiibos make more money. That's how it works. I don't know what to tell you about. I don't know how you can fix that situation. Buy more copies of every game, I guess. But that's not gonna be too good for your bank account. So just deal with fucking amiibos. That's how the market share works. What makes the most money is gonna be made more. All right then.
They're still living in a bygone era. And it's sad
A
to see
bygone
companies
era.
like Konami and Nintendo be a shadow.
He can't compare Konami to Nintendo because Nintendo was doing what's profitable. Konami is doing weird shit. But
Of their
whatever.
former selves in a lot of ways, Nintendo right now is synonymous with little action figures.
I
You
paused
ask
a
little
lot
about
in this
Nintendo,
video.
do you
Jesus
think they're going to talk
Christ.
about any Nintendo games that were released this year?
Obviously, I
What
have a
Nintendo
very
games were
strong
released
opinion
this
about
year?
this situation.
Splatoon, Mario Maker, anything else? I'm sure there were, but who knows? Who remembers? But I'll tell you what.
Who remembers? Because DSP didn't play them. Because if DSP don't play a game, it's not fucking relevant. Because he got his fucking bubble surrounding his head. If you don't play a game, it's not relevant. But I paused too much already, and I
Everyone
need to
talks
stop
about a new
pausing.
amiibo when they're released.
Jesus Christ.
Here's the thing, and a lot of people.
You
I
and
wanna
your
bring this up.
stupid
A lot of
fucking
people will say
cowboy
amiibo
hat.
fill. Success is success. So who cares if Nintendo's biggest thing this year was amiibos, right? Who
That's
gives a
what I
shit? They're
said.
Successful. Okay. So
Success is
I wanna
fucking
do a
success, you
direct
fucking
comparison.
asshole.
General
Here we
Electric
go.
was a company synonymous in the United States. This was an American company who was incredibly worldwide known for making electronics, whether it was home appliances or certain electronic things around your house. All right. For whatever reason, the company started to crumble. And internally, they were trying to figure out what can we do. So they had a guy come up in the company that they hired to basically save the company. His name was,
Hey,
I think it was
Guinea pig.
Bill Walsh. I know his last name was Walsh. He comes in. What did he do? Did he
Pig,
make it so that
Oh,
operational
pigs
costs
don't
were
feel like
less. That
being
he
bothered.
reorganized the company. No, here's what he did. He said, as of today, we're no longer an appliance company. We are going to do finance. Huh? Yeah.
You're comparing General Electric to Nintendo. Nintendo, the company that sold toys before they sold games. And amiibos are basically toys, but at the same time, they're kind of electronics because they do electronic shit and they work with the console and all of that. But you're comparing General Electric to Nintendo. You're comparing General Electric to want to be a finance company to Nintendo still making games primary and selling amiibos on the side. This is like a crack dealer selling weed on the side. He's still a legit crack dealer. But he's selling weed on the side. That's how he's staying stable. That's how he keep his house. You comparing Nintendo to fucking General Electronic, or General Electric, or whatever the fuck it is. Really?
He literally walked in. He said, as of today, we're doing finance. So all the company
That's
that's
not the
doing
same thing,
electronics, we're going to
DSP. I'm
slowly phase
sorry.
out. We're not going to be that company anymore.
Nintendo didn't do that. Nintendo didn't say we're not gonna sell games. Nintendo said we're gonna sell games and we're gonna sell these shitty little toys slash electronics on the side. Nothing's wrong with that. Because guess what, DSP? If you see a problem with that, you should see a problem with you doing a Patreon. Because guess what? You are selling videos and Patreon at the same time. Regardless if you making money on, I mean, you make money on all of it, but if you make videos with the intent of people watching those videos and you get paid because people watching those videos, you selling the videos because the people watch the video, and if they watch the video, that means you sold them on watching the video, and you also have a Patreon, which means you selling a perk to people on Patreon. So yeah, you
We're going to
lost
do
your way
finance.
just
We're
like
going to do
Nintendo.
loans. We're going to do stuff like that. And he was successful.
Like I said, it's very obvious. I have a pretty strong opinion on this. I don't even give a fuck about Nintendo because, like I said, I haven't bought a Nintendo system in the last fucking 10 years, and yeah, it's just like in one of my other Ask the King videos I did months ago. It was like DSP tries it being Nintendo or some shit. This motherfucker is Nintendo. He is to the T. Like his mannerisms and shit. He acts the way that he thinks Nintendo acts, and
All right.
it's kind of
But what
amazing.
kind of success? There's
'Cause
a lot of
he's
people
really
who praise
fucking
Bill
stupid.
Walsh and say he's one of the best minds of corporate America. There's a lot of people who criticize Bill Walsh and say he was an asshole. He cut out the entire
So a
corporation.
lot of people criticize him and say he's an
right,
asshole.
that made the company. Imagine if there was a Subway sandwich company. We make sandwiches, and tomorrow they're going to now sell cars just to stay afloat.
But guess what? You can't compare Nintendo to them because Nintendo still sell games. It's a difference between stopping doing something to do something else and doing something else on the side. Nintendo sells amiibos on the side, basically. Just like I said, if a crack dealer sells a weed on the side, you selling it on the side. You're not completely saying, oh, well, fuck crack, I'm just gonna sell weed now. Nintendo didn't say, fuck games, I'm just gonna sell amiibos now. Nintendo said, well, okay, games are profitable, amiibos are really profitable, so let me sell amiibos too. But DSP doesn't understand that, even though he has a Patreon. Mind
Now, how many
blown.
people lost their jobs? You know what I mean? Can you say Nintendo is a successful company when at their core they're supposed to be a game company, but all they're successful at right now is selling figures? I'm just throwing that out there. And of course, there will be people who will agree, who will disagree.
You're supposed to be a YouTuber, and all you're successful at is plugging the Patreon and fucking shitty $10 soap.
Let me know
All
your
right,
opinion
then.
in the comments of the video, all right?
Yeah, let
All right,
let
so the
them
next
know your
question
opinion in the
from
comments
Just
so
a
you
Human.
can
Have you
delete
ever
it.
considered trying out audiobooks? I started doing this again at work, and I found that they may help me concentrate a lot better. I made this suggestion because if you don't have time to physically read a book, this could be...
Do you see the look on my face? Have you considered audiobooks? I'm a bad voice actor, and people say they would like to see me do audiobooks, which, to be completely honest, is something I thought about doing in the last few months. This is something I wanted to do, and I never got around to doing it. I might do it one day eventually, or at least like just read random shit. But has DSP considered doing audiobooks? Did this person watch him play Yakuza? It was fucking terrible. He didn't even make bad voice acting for people. He just did like no effort voice acting. But yes,
Be a viable alternative.
DSP voice acting.
For me, the
Yes,
issue
DSP
isn't I don't have
audiobooks.
time to read a book. The issue
He
is I just
don't
don't
have
have time.
time.
Period. I don't. The free time. I'll give everyone a rundown of what my day usually is like.
Oh, here we
Wake up in
go.
the
Here we
morning,
go. Here we go. Wake up.
Use the bathroom.
Use the bathroom.
Leanna and I wake up. We go downstairs. Typically, we have some kind of maybe a mini breakfast or at least a coffee. We see how the hamsters are doing. We get the house or whatever ready for the day. I'll send out a few tweets.
Okay, so this is his day so far. He wakes up next to his trash girlfriend. And I'm not hating on Panda at all. This is factual information. The bitch calls mixed people halfies. But he wakes up in the morning next to his trash girlfriend. He checks the hamsters. I wake up in the morning and check my guinea pigs. And guinea pigs are more complex than hamsters, to be completely fucking honest. But he wakes up in the morning. He checks his hamsters. He makes sure the house is in order. What the fuck does that mean? It's two people living in the house. Do you have kids that we don't know about? But let's
What
see.
we're doing that morning or whatever. If there's errands we need to do, like laundry or whatever, we get stuff done in the morning.
If it's errands they need to do, we get stuff done in the morning, even though he wakes up at like noon, his time.
Then I start gaming, whether it's live on.
He starts gaming. Gaming. He starts gaming. This is obviously a very difficult and very complex task. I fucking respect you so fucking much. Bow down like the people in the front row of WWE events. I respect you so fucking much for being a fucking gamer, DSP. Holy fucking shit.
And that lasts anywhere from
Wow.
upwards of 4+ hours.
4 hours of playing a game and doing bad commentary and recording it? Whoa.
Then after I'm done with that, for another half hour or so, I set up videos to upload.
Whoa, for half an hour you put videos to upload. Holy shit. I can cry. I'm so like, wow. That's a lot of
Then I
work,
head
dude.
downstairs and we eat dinner, which takes.
And he eats dinner. Holy fucking shit. He eats dinner. Dude, playing video games for 4 to 5 hours when it's not 4 to 5 hours, it's really about 2 to 3 hours. Playing video games for 2 to 3 hours and eating dinner? Motherfucker, do you know how hard that is? Have you ever tried doing that? Have you beat like real nigga shit? And I hate to say the N word in videos, but I gotta keep it all the way around the boat. I gotta keep it 100 with you right now. Have you ever tried to play a video game, record it, and upload it, and eat dinner in the same day? Like real shit. Man.
About half an hour to 45 minutes. Then we clean up after dinner.
And clean up after dinner. Whoa, wash the fucking dishes?
Which
Wow.
can take, upwards of half an hour to
Half an
5
hour.
minutes. Plus, we do more chores or whatever needs to be done around the house that I could set up for the second session of gameplay. After
And he has to set up his second session of gameplay. Wow. I need to start making videos about DSP. His life is way too fucking stressful. Like, I don't know how I could do this. If I was in his shoes, I don't know how I could do it. I don't know how I could play a video game for less than 3 hours, take a 3-hour break to eat, and then play another game for 2 hours. I don't know if I could do it. That sounds really fucking stressful. Wow. I don't know
Second
how you
session of
do it,
gameplay, which
DSP.
lasts about 2 hours. Now we've got about another 45 minutes where I'm shutting down for the day. I'm getting ready for the next day. I'm uploading the videos for the day. I'm uploading my schedule, yada, yada, yada.
45 minutes where he has to upload videos and post a new schedule? Wow, I don't know if I could do this, man. That seemed like some really, wow. I don't know how he does it, bro. I don't know how he does it. I really don't. That's crazy, man. You mean to tell me you have to play a game for 2 hours to 3 hours, upload all of it, eat dinner, clean up after eating, and then play games for another 2 hours and then upload that and make a schedule? Whoa.
So literally, we've just covered about a 12 to 16 hour span.
16 hours, 12 to 16 hours. Whoa. Playing a game for 2.5 hours, taking 3 hours to eat dinner, and then playing another game for 2 hours obviously equals 16 hours. How the fuck do you do it, DSP? You deserve like a fucking medal. Like Obama needs to come to your house and give you a fucking medal. And it needs to be an exclusive video to your YouTube channel so you can get money off of it.
Now, at the
Holy
very
fucking
end
shit.
of the day, I have a few hours to kind of unwind. And usually at that time, what I do is I go downstairs with Leanna. We'll have a snack. We'll, again, see what the hamsters are doing downstairs and maybe mess around with them a little bit, change their cage if we need to do that, yada, yada, yada. And then we watched maybe
You mean you changed the cage for a hamster? You changed the hamster cage? I used to have hamsters. I changed the cage every week to every week and every week and a half. Apparently, he may have to change it every day. Damn, you have some very messy hamsters, DSP. Your day is so fucking stressful. Like, I got a headache thinking about how stressful his day is.
a couple hours a night,
Holy
and that's it.
shit.
And that's my day. Then I go to sleep. So in that time, where was the time?
You mean you play games for 2 hours to 3 hours, take a 3 hour dinner break, play games for 2 hours to 3 hours, that magically equals 16 hours. And then you fucking watch movies and play with hamsters and go to sleep. And that's the whole day and you have no time for anything else. Wow, DSP, I'm really fucking sorry for you. I'm so sorry that this YouTube lifestyle is so stressful and so fucking mind breaking that you just can't do anything. You have no time to do anything. Wow. I can't believe this. It's so bad. Wow, DSP, you have a really stressful job. Holy
you know what I
fucking
mean?
shit.
To read a book or whatever. That's my day, and that's my day almost every single day, unless I'm taking time off or
Wow.
take half the day to go get dinner and do errands like grocery shopping. That's every day for me. So I don't have these insane. This is what people don't seem to realize. Phil, why don't you do this new thing? Phil,
you mean you have to go grocery shopping? Wow.
why don't you just do this? Phil, it's the hardcore gaming season. Why aren't you playing 8 hours instead of 5 to 6 hours of gameplay? Where does the time come from exactly? So if I take away from the 1 to 2 hours I get to unwind at night, now what's going to happen? You know what I mean? Like, now I'm going to be insanely stressed. So audiobooks are cool. It's true. You can probably listen to an audiobook and it goes faster maybe than reading.
You mean you're going to be insanely stressed if you play video games for more than 5 hours a day? Man, bro, I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could play a game for more than 5 hours in one day. I mean, doing something that's meant to relax for more than 5 hours in one day? Holy shit. I don't know if anyone can do it. I really don't. I don't know if Bill Gates can do it. I don't know if the richest man in the world or the most video game loving person in the world can play a video game for more than 5 hours and not be stressed out. I mean, man, I thought video games was to release stress. To play a game for 5 hours or more in a day? Whoa, I would have to like take a nap after that.
Or at least it doesn't take
Wow.
um the same amount of concentration, right? When you're reading, your eyes have to hit the page. Now you're translating what you see on the page to the written word, from the written word to what you're hearing it in your mind. Then you're translating that into what's actually, you're visualizing what's happening in the book. Versus audiobook, it's already someone talking to you. It skips that step. It skips the reading step. But I wouldn't be interested in audiobooks unless there was really like a book series I wanted to read. And right now, there's really nothing. It's funny because most books now end up getting translated. If they're popular books, they get translated into television or movies or whatever. And of course, as you can argue, usually the source material is always
Yes, all popular books get translated into television. You mean like three?
better. I agree, there usually is. But right now, I
Jesus
really have no interest
Christ,
in
DSP,
audiobooks.
you're
But
so
thanks for the
fucking
subject. It's
stupid.
interesting that you brought it up and talked a little bit about it there. Okay. Okay. So up next, the next patron to have his questions answered, Sammy Samosa, and he says,
Oh,
"First, I'd like
great,
to say happy
Sammy.
Thanksgiving to all of the fans of DSP and DSP Gaming. Thanks
Yes, happy Thanksgiving to all the fans of DSP. Not happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Happy Thanksgiving to people that are fans of this asshole that thinks it's so fucking stressful to play a video game for more than 5 hours a
to
day.
DSP for providing endless amounts of entertainment over the years and for more to come." So the first question, which company do you think is more out of touch with their fans nowadays, the WWE or Nintendo?
DSP.
Now here we go. I already kind of addressed this. I explained how Nintendo's out of touch with their fans. Right?
I'm not even talking about this question. I'm just gonna fucking put my headphones down and go to the
Decided,
bathroom.
for whatever reason, in the mid 2000s,
That's how much I
they
respect
wanted
this
to be a
question as I
PG-rated
fucking throw my
company. They wanted
keyboard.
to cater to a younger audience, children, and they felt that the Attitude Era programming that had become insanely popular in the late 90s and early 2000s was too adult oriented, and so they had to go to a more, I wouldn't say more mature, but more kid friendly kind of a subject
By the
matter. And
way,
when they did that, they
misinformed as fuck,
completely
but whatever.
isolated part of their audience. Like that audience who became a huge part of them in the Attitude Era said, "What gives? We're watching for that," and now you've dumbed it down. You have matches. There are matches where every once in a while there's a little bit of blood. They find the wrestlers hundreds of thousands of dollars. There's an issue. Batista had an issue with Chris Jericho. He bladed, and Vince fined him $300,000 or something astronomical like that. It's a different era. It really is. Now, I don't know why WWE decided to do that. WWE hasn't really turned its back on the fans. Now, WWE traditionally never always listened to the fans. They never always gave the fans what they wanted, okay? There's a difference here. Nintendo thinks they know better than everyone, does not listen to any kind of social media feedback or anything like that whatsoever, and they go their own way. And sometimes they're successful and sometimes they're not. It's that 90s mentality of game development. WWE also has certain management in the company that thinks they know better than everyone else. And they actually look for like movements so that they can kind of squash them. The Zack Ryder movement. Zack Ryder was a wrestler who really had nothing going for him. He had been one of the henchmen of Edge during Edge's world title reign. And then really he had this really shitty, I'm a Long Island guy, Long Island Iced Z, really bad character. He went online, he started a YouTube channel, started putting videos up, won over the internet fans, and single-handedly made himself popular. WWE acknowledged this, put him on TV for a few months as a champion, and then immediately squashed him and wrote him out of everything, and now he's just a jobber, and you barely see him ever again. The fans didn't abandon him. The WWE did. It's like there's management in the company that likes to see people become successful, and then, oh, well, we didn't write that, so fuck that. Let's use our power to squash it. It's almost like this weird complex, and I have to say it's Vince. It's Vince McMahon, who's the head of the company. Now, there's other people in the company that are doing things right, like NXT, up-and-comers. Let's showcase up-and-coming wrestlers. Let's show real high-quality wrestling. Let's show the new talent. That's the kind of stuff that's actually working out. People are liking that stuff. That's a reason to get the WWE Network on a daily basis or a monthly basis, and that's going to put money into the pockets of the WWE. So it's kind of weird. There's this dichotomy. In Nintendo, it's just we know better than you, and we don't care if you think that you like what we do or not. We're going to keep going our own way. WWE's kind of 50-50. The old guard is still in that mentality, but the new era of people moving in, and a lot of people say it's actually Triple H who's responsible for a lot of the things that happen in NXT. I don't know if that's true or not. That will be the era that will get them to be popular in the future. We'll see what happens, but that's the difference. Nintendo, 100% old guard, old school, no new kinds of thinking whatsoever. WWE, kind of a 50-50 management shift, and we'll see what happens. The next question from Sammy, he says, after 2 years of the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, which is your preferred console of choice, and what are some improvements that you'd like to see? See, here's the thing. Even though 90% of the next question from Sammy, he says, after 2 years of the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, which is your preferred console of choice?
Wait. How the fuck did Sammy get 2 questions in one video? Are you fucking serious?
Improvements that you'd like to see?
No, I'm skipping
I
this
figured this
shit.
would actually be a great question for a Thanksgiving episode of Ask the King. How do you feel about Black Friday, or rather now, it's Black Thursday for a lot of retail companies? My brother has to work at Walmart all day today and can't even spend the day with my siblings and I for Thanksgiving. Walmart thinks that being open on Thanksgiving will give them more sales, but in reality, they're just moving the sales that they probably would have had on Friday anyway back to Thursday. How do you feel about this practice? Is it wrong of them to do this? Am I just upset because I can't spend one of the days a year?
It sounds like he's just salty because he can't spend time with his brother. Tell your brother to have a fucking different job instead of working at Walmart, maybe. I mean, I hate to sound like I'm shitting on people that work at Walmart, but if you work at Walmart, don't fucking be a pussy because of the days you work. But at the same time, this is his brother and not him complaining,
With
but
my family,
still.
what's your take? I've already talked about this at length here on Ask the King. I've actually talked about it on John Rambo's podcast. We used to do a Black Friday special.
Rambo mentioned.
Yeah, the bottom line is this, ladies and gentlemen. Black Friday is a fucked up.
By the way, this video is going to be way longer than I want it to be, so if I skip over some stuff, don't get mad at me. But it's like, I really didn't want to hear him talk about something he just finished talking about. Like the second Sammy Samosa question, I didn't want to hear that shit. It's a waste of time. Like, come the fuck on.
When it used to be everyone would run out and do their Christmas shopping. Now it's because, the deals they gotta get the deals, gotta go out on Thursday and Friday and get the deals. They're buying stuff for themselves. We can.
What is DSP gonna, what is DSP? What is Panda Lee gonna be doing Friday, DSP? Because she's coming back home at 6 o'clock at night, apparently. Is she gonna be doing Black Friday shopping this
Finally
Friday?
buy that big screen TV we've wanted for half price, right? They're not buying stuff as presents for the family. They're going out. This is a consumerism at its best and worst, right? Because it makes sense. This is the day to do it because everything's cheap. But at the same time, people are completely losing the message that this is a day of thanks. This is a day to give thanks to everything.
The day to give thanks is Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. No, Black Friday is to buy stuff to give to Christmas, to give for Christmas. And if you're not giving it for Christmas, you're buying it for yourself. But it's not Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving doesn't have a holiday. It's Black Friday. Black Friday is for Christmas, but I'm nitpicking.
You're healthy, you're happy, that you have a roof over your head, for friends, for family.
Why
for
is this a
everything.
question
This is
he
not a day,
answering?
I need to rush out and fucking go buy a TV or whatever it is that may be super slack.
Don't buy a TV for fucking Black Friday. Go to patreon.com/darksidephil and pledge to that motherfucker.
It's that
Give
American
him a fucking
mentality
pledge.
that I deserve
Fuck that
everything.
TV.
I deserve, no matter what my job is, no matter how much money I make, because I'm an American, I deserve everything. So I should be able to go out and buy whatever I want and put it on credit because I don't even make the money to pay it off, and I should be able to have everything, right? That's the American way. It's the
I'm from the hood, DSP. I don't think like that. Because I'm American, I deserve to have everything with no effort or work put into it. But you got a Patreon. Yet again, this all rolls back to the question in his Patreon. You got a Patreon. We can say you have a Patreon and you think you deserve to get pledges for doing the same thing you've been doing for the last 7 years.
American dream is to have this luxurious lifestyle with all these crazy luxurious things, and it's ridiculous. And the American people are not living a lifestyle within their means. Everyone's living on credit. I'm to blame too.
He's to blame too. So you shit on people for living on credit, and then you say you to blame because you're living on credit. Good job, DSP. You fucking moron.
Or any better than everyone else, right? When I moved across the country last year,
You sure
I
not better
financed it
than
with
anyone
credit,
else.
and I'm still paying it off, and I'll still be paying it off for a while. So
Yes, I
Black
checked my
Friday is a
phone
messed up
that
thing.
I
It
thought
really
was
is.
done charging.
Now, I'm not saying that
Fuck.
everyone who goes out to buy something on Black Friday is at fault. I actually know people who go out
What?
and do Christmas shopping, real Christmas shopping, buying presents for their
Wait,
family and
wait,
stuff
wait,
on
wait,
Black
wait, wait,
Friday.
wait,
And it
wait.
does give them an opportunity to get things for a
Are
little
you
bit cheaper
fucking
than they normally
serious?
get them so they could get more presents for people. That's cool. But
Okay, this is completely irrelevant from the fucking video, but I followed an account last night that I think the account was like, fuck, I don't even remember the name of it. Yeah, it was a condom challenge account, and it was a really stupid fucking account, but they posted videos of people doing a condom challenge. Like I said, this is extremely irrelevant to the video. But now, instead of it being a condom challenge Twitter account, it's some fucking asshole that wants to be Twitter famous. You want to be Twitter famous in 2015? Yeah, unfollow and fucking
the things you
report.
see on Black Friday, the brawls breaking out in stores, and people hitting
Are
each
you
other with
fucking
cars and
serious?
stabbing each other and doing double German suplexes and shit to fucking get a fucking Barbie doll. It's like, are you kidding me? It's just out of control, and it's really is. It shows. If you want to, if ever the world outside of the United States
It's nothing relevant to hear in this video, by the way. So, well, in this part of the video, by the way. So fuck
needed
it.
evidence that the United States is not
Too busy
this
checking
big
Twitter.
moral authority, the best country in the world, just show some of the clips from Black Friday. That's all you got to do. Show the shit from Black Friday, how sick and greedy we actually are as a country, as a people, that we all need these things. This is the most important. I will risk bodily harm and fuck.
So the entire United States should be put up to the standards of some jackass that shops at Black Friday, even though DSP admitted in videos before he used to be one of those Black Friday shoppers. And even though Panda Lee is probably going to be out there doing Black Friday shopping, which is why she's not going to be home on Friday, and she's going to get home around 6 p.m., which is information I should know. But guess what? I know it because DSP is stupid and he spreads too much information about his own personal life. So let's skip forward. Fuck this question.
Continue the Metal Gear Solid series, even without Hideo Kojima.
Jesus
Funny,
Christ.
we already mentioned Konami on this episode. Just recently, Konami's community manager stated they plan to have Platinum Games, of all people, develop the series' future titles in the future. As you know, Platinum Games
Lol.
previously developed Metal Gear Rising:
It's gonna be
Revengeance back
trash.
in 2013, and they also developed games like Bayonetta, Vanquish, and they're doing an upcoming Star Fox game too. From my
Yeah, that's
perspective,
gonna
this
be great.
decision could be a good idea
Kappa.
because Platinum Games has a good reputation, excuse me. But I still much rather prefer Kojima developing the series instead. What are your thoughts? Well, here's the thing.
Yeah, Kojima ain't
You're
gonna
absolutely
develop
right,
it, so it
especially
doesn't
Metal Gear
matter.
Solid. When you say Metal Gear Solid,
That dream
it's
is dead.
synonymous with Hideo Kojima. He's had his hands in every single project. He's pretty much the guy who designs those games. You know what I mean? He has this big archetype structure of what the story is and everything. And yes, there's tons of people who work on the
I'm
games,
looking
but he's
at
kind of the
Humble
guy synonymous
Bundles
with the
right now.
series.
That's how interested
The
I am in
only
this
comparison I can
answer.
give
It's a
where
really
this has happened
shitty
and
Humble
actually
Bundle, by the way.
kind of been successful is Halo. Halo 1 through 3 was
It's
designed
a
by Bungie.
It's a
And then
really
Bungie wanted
shitty
to do
Humble
their own
Bundle,
thing,
so
and they
I'm
went
not
off to
gonna
do
buy
something
that.
else. And Microsoft themselves bought out and owned the Halo franchise and decided they wanted to continue it. And now we've had Halo 4 and 5, but I hate to say it, the majority of people who've played Halo 4 and 5 agree that the original trilogy of games and everything that Bungie did, like Reach and all that stuff, was better. That as soon as Bungie left, that was it. When Bungie left, it was like,
Why are we talking about
you know,
Halo?
these games have lost their sparkle. The plot of the game has
We
become
talking about
shitty,
Kojima, right?
Like the campaigns of Halo 4 and 5, quite honestly, the plot was garbage
Whatever,
compared to
man.
the first 3 games. And, you know, a lot of people will keep buying them, and they are successful. They're money makers, but why are they money makers? If those games weren't called Halo, would people be buying them? That's the question.
All right, Steam code giveaway, because I'm just that fucking bored. Steam code giveaway, a story about my uncle, and the code is W37LM dash 5W8BE dash 4W9TC. I might edit it in and put it on the screen if I'm you know what? No, I'm not gonna edit this video. I don't feel like waiting for it to render. So I'm gonna say it again. W37 Okay, let me start off. Let me get serious for this, cause I really don't feel like fucking waiting for this shit to run out. W3 7 LM dash 5W 8 BE dash 4WT 9C 4WT 9C. The last digit. Say it one more time. W3 7 LM dash 5W 8 BE dash 4W 9. No, I'm wrong. 4WT 9C. One more time, because I really don't want to fucking edit this. And if no one fucking claims it, I don't fucking know what to do. W3 7 LM dash 5W 8 BE dash 4WT 9C. That's Steam code for a story about my uncle. So get that if you have a fucking Steam, and if you sat around and watched the video this fall. If you get the fucking code, please don't be a fucking jackass and say, hey, I got the code in the fucking comment. Because if you don't, I'm gonna be really mad if someone comments and say, I tried to use the code and the code was already redeemed. I'm gonna be really fucking mad if that happens.
Question. So here's what I think. I think that Konami will make more Metal Gear games.
This is 55 minutes in, so let me mark this down.
Whoever develops them, I
just
do
in case
think
I want to edit it in.
Will they sell as well as the previous games? Probably not. But I think they will sell. But I think, again, the same thing will happen. A consensus, people will say, well, you could tell that Kojima was not involved. It doesn't have his flair, his touch, his style to it. And because of that,
the Kojima
it's not
touch.
as good as the originals. And Konami has the right to do that. They own the Metal Gear franchise, right? Take a look at Castlevania. What happened with the Castlevania series? How tried and true awesome it was in the 80s and 90s as a platforming series. And then when it got Symphony of the Night, and that it blew up again. And then it kind of turned into
please, DSP, you didn't even play those games.
Where one of them was pretty good, and then the next one was a piece of shit. And it looks like they have no plans to even make any more Castlevania video games, at least that they're talking about. So it's kind of the same thing. The longer that a franchise goes on, it loses the creative vision of the original people who made it. And, you know, are they going to be any good? I fully believe there will be more Metal Gear Solid games. I don't think that they'll be as good as the ones that have come out previously. I just don't. Okay. Next question is from I Will Break You. And he says, hey, Phil, with the news of the campaign being cut from Call of Duty Black Ops 3...
I will break you. I want to say this is sad that I recognize the usernames based on people that are just fanboys and, to be completely honest, dick suckers of DSP on either YouTube or on Twitter. I recognize the name I Will Break You because I've seen the name I Will Break You multiple times under DSP tweets sucking his dick. So of course I Will Break You is going to get his question answered. Let's see how fucking worthless this question is.
On the last-gen console versions of the game, and with the news that there is no campaign at all in Rainbow Six Siege, do you think that campaigns in first-person shooters are now a thing of the past? Will all future Call of Duties and first-person shooters contain no campaign? What do you think? Let me put it this way. I think that there was an era and a time when first-person shooters were based on campaign before multiplayer became huge, right? Look at...
No shit, they were based on campaigns. Multiplayer didn't fucking exist. We're skipping that question. Sorry, I will break you.
This is a special thank you to patrons who pledged $10 or more last month in October. You're the ones who made this upcoming Rockathon on Monday happen.
Senji Gahara-san.
I cannot wait to play Rock Band 4. Again, check out...
He better fucking pronounce it right.
Patreon.com/DarkSidePhil. Pledge, because there's only 5 days left, and we want...
Pledge.
Goal this fun platforming marathon at the end of December, okay? So thank you to the following patrons. Sam Benson, Just a Human, Jelsey 1973, Matt Allen, Brandon Cole, Tom Dooley, Low Tier Lord, Sammy Samosa, Ben Wynn, Stephanie Buys, Louie, Donovan, Demarcus, Fitzhugh, Hitagi Senjugahara,
Hitaga Senjikahara.
I pronounced that right. Probably not. Jackie Chang, Mimi
Wait.
Ignobilia, Angus
Wait.
H.A. Louis, Donovan,
Jackie Chan.
Demarcus, Fitzhugh, Hitagi Senjugahara, hope I pronounced that right, probably not. Jackie Chang, Mimi
Oh, Jackie Chang. Somebody plays under the name Jackie Chang.
Ignobilia, Angus H.H. Young, Thomas McDonald, Pink Duma, Faithin 13, Papa Neeks, QPZ MWN, Malawan, Krishan, Jesus with lightsabers. How did I get Chris out of that? Myron Tan, Last Rambo 341, Logan Shannon, Bassoon Girl, Jacob Hendricks, Planet Jeff, Neil Dave, Guitar Player 1939, Elysian, Kevin Styles, Blaine Mayo.
I'm just eating
Mike
Doritos
Gibson,
during this whole section.
Joe Wiltshire, Kazi, The Hidden Boss, and Alan Kill. Thank you. Your pledge allowed me to do the cool Rockathon coming up on Monday, and let's hope that we can hit the goal for this month, and I can do a cool platforming marathon to end this year strong, okay? So that's it for part 1 of Ask the King. I'll come back with another...
Him reading out the patrons, the $10 plus patrons, is almost exactly like a Twitch streamer. It's almost exactly like a Twitch streamer reading out the donations or the subs at the end of the stream. There's no fucking difference. The only difference is this video is on demand and the Twitch stream is live. But he still tries to pretend that he's more prestigious than the average Twitch streamer that thanks people for donating, when in reality he thanks people for donating too. Or whatever. Somebody really asked him a question about gun control. And I swear on Larry Hoover that DSP said that he would never answer questions about like serious real life shit. I remember him saying something about that before. Like he wouldn't answer questions about stuff like that. He answered a question about fucking gun control. Are you serious? I thought you only answered questions about gaming, DSP. Why are we getting a fucking question about gun control? Are we gonna get a question? Are we gonna get an answer about Black Lives Matter next? DSP, what are your thoughts on Black Lives Matter? Are we gonna get that? Are we gonna get that next? Are you fucking serious? Like, you don't show up to a DSP Q&A to hear his thoughts about gun control. You just don't. That's not not even the correct demographic.
To part 2 of Ask the King for November 26, 2015.
Let's see how stupid this
If you have not
is.
seen part 1 yet, I recommend you go back and watch it first because it had a lot of
If it's stupid, we're gonna skip through it.
Everything.
Because I'm not gonna waste your time or my time sitting through shitty questions.
So, our next question, please bear with it. It's a long question. It's a serious question. It's going to be a controversial topic, but I'm gonna.
To be completely honest, I don't really want to hear his opinion on gun control, and I don't really want to give my opinion on his opinion on gun control. But let's see how the question works out.
I want to read the entire question because it has a lot of kind of explanation, okay? So here we go. Hey, Phil, with the recent spate of shootings in the United States, I'd like to ask...
Recent? How many years is recent exactly?
Ask you about gun ownership. Not your thoughts on gun ownership, but how the mass media portrays owners and how much control that they actually have over public opinion.
What?
Right, so,
wait. So not his thoughts, but his thoughts about how other people talk about it.
Those who don't
All right,
know,
then.
There's been a lot of controversy in the United States.
Yeah, I'm not
recently.
listening to this. I don't even want to feel like being bothered with this question. I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, because there was
Yeah,
this
if you want to hear it,
movement
go
of
to his
people
channel and
who
hear
in
that shit.
2002 found it funny to take excerpts of things that I had sucked at in video games. And let's face it,
Yeah, we
you know
get
what I'm
this
about.
is like you don't
You know
play.
that I'm about doing.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna give
He
you my
answered that
honest take on it.
question
Okay.
fast. Wow.
The question is not about if
Kudos
I support
to
gun
him.
control or not, so I'm not even going to talk about that. The question is about the mass media. The question is about when something gets hyped as the truth, the positive spin, the
Wait.
way to think about something.
Wait.
Witch hunts, excuse me. Let me reread that. Does it scare you when the media starts a mass witch hunt on giant groups of people because of the actions of an extremely small percentage of the group?
Are you
The question
fucking
is about the mass
serious?
media. The question is about when something gets hyped as
He turned the question about gun control into him talking about people making videos about him on YouTube. Ain't no more food in that bowl, guinea pig. As a matter of fact, let me, never mind. Sorry for trying to pick you up. He turned the question about gun control into him talking about this is how you don't
truth,
plays.
the positive spin, the
Are
way
you
to think about
fucking
something.
serious?
And a whole group of people ending
Oh
up being
my God,
represented-
DSP, you are
represented by this
trash.
small group that ends up being to the face of the world as the whole group is. So I'm going to give you a perfect fucking example that is incredibly pertinent because it's about me, right?
It's pertinent because it's about me. How self-centered can you be? It's pertinent because it's about me. So we go from a motherfucker asked a question about gun control and he turned it into talking about people making negative videos about him. So you being compared to somebody that shot a school up? DSP, I'm sorry, but playing video games for YouTube isn't necessarily a negative thing at the core. Shooting a fucking school up or shooting a movie theater up is a negative thing at the core. You don't want to be compared to that, you stupid motherfucker. Are you serious?
Those of you who watched my videos since 2008, right? You know who I am.
Wow,
what I'm
DSP,
about.
you are a
know that
fucking
I'm about
moron.
raw gameplay through,
Why did
unedited, so you
people
can
like
see
this
all
video?
parts
What's
and
to
facets
like
of the
about
game and make a
this?
judgment for yourself
Are
whether
you
or not
fucking
like it or not.
serious?
You like the fact that because the gameplay is raw, that you could see impromptu things happening all the time. You like my impromptu style of reactionary commentary. You know that I'm also a very legit game reviewer, that I love doing vlogs and stuff. You know that I have this wide body of video content that I put out for you on a daily basis, and you know who I am as a person.
Fucking morons.
But, unfortunately, because there was this movement of people who in 2002 found it funny to take excerpts of things that I had sucked at, and let's face it, there's tons of them.
Nope, we're not gonna listen to this. Somebody shooting up a school, or somebody shooting up a movie theater, or somebody shooting up a church is not comparable to some fucking jackass doing bad at Metal Gear Solid on YouTube and getting a hate video made about it. Because guess what? The person shooting up a school, the person shooting up a church, the person shooting up a movie theater, that's a completely negative situation. You cannot find the positive in that. Somebody playing a video game for YouTube, you could say, well, he did it for entertainment. Somebody shooting up a school, you can't say he did it for entertainment. You can't compare that. For this fucking asshole to compare it, it's unredeemable. And I'm not even about to listen to his answer. I'm not about to listen to anything he has to say about that. And I'm not about to talk about it any more than that. This is all I'm going to say about it. And I'm done. I'm not going to say anything else about that. I'm skipping past this. He should be fucking ashamed of himself for turning the question about gun control and people doing shit that you can't put a positive light on to making it about him. I give you a perfect example because it's pertinent about me, because everything has to revolve around my shitty life with my trash girlfriend and my awful fucking food and my garbage YouTube views and my shitty Patreon. Fuck you, DSP.
I would never hold it against someone who owns a firearm or two because
Nope,
our family
not
members
listening to
own
it.
the weapons.
Nope, not listening to
When it
it.
comes to weapons, why does a normal
Nope, not
shouldn't
listening
have
to
the
it.
ability to go on a fucking rampage?
Nope, not listening to it.
And it's funny
Because
you're
you're a fucking moron. I'm not listening. I'm not listening to a moron try to make a shitty example and try to generalize people like a fucking
Place
asshole.
outside of the United States that I've ever been, and I wasn't like turned off, but it wasn't like a big populist, or excuse me, a big
What a fucking stupid ass.
tourist. When I say populist, a big tourism area. It wasn't like that. It was a small.
It really
town,
made me mad that he
a
made
fishing
that
town,
question
but they
about
didn't have
him
the
and then
fishing there
turned
as
it
well,
back
and that's
into
what I was
talking
there
about
for.
guns.
The one
Nope,
thing I
don't
noticed
want to
with
hear it.
Canadians, they seem a little bit more laid back. than Americans. Like, they'll get angry, but when they get angry, they're kind of like a more reserved attitude. Like, it is what it is, versus Americans can be like all uptight and really
Canadians seem more laid back than Americans. So our nationality determines how laid back we are in situations. You know, not the individual person or the, personality or nationality. So because I'm African American, I'm going to get mad at everything because, black dudes getting mad all the time.
rage-filled.
Nice generalization, DSP. Skipping past this.
He's doing it for attention. Streaming in 2013. I said, why am I doing separate videos like staged differently? Everything now is direct capture.
I can't even listen to half of this.
And daily updates on your DSP gaming channel, and not Twitter, but dumb that I fucking got elected being an idiot because you're
talking
so
about
dumb,
Donald
you thought
Trump.
it
I
was
don't want to
cool.
hear about that
You're
either.
fucking idiots.
Like, this is something I said earlier. Like, what demographic is this hitting? If I'm watching a Q&A from a fucking YouTuber, a Let's Player YouTuber at that, do I really care about his opinion on Donald Trump? I don't. Like, his opinion has just as much weight as mine. He's a fucking YouTuber that does Let's Plays. He's not known for talking about politics. He barely knows anything about politics. He probably knows less than me. So why the fuck would I want to hear him talk about Donald Trump? It's just like him talking about the gun control thing. Why would I want to hear him talk about that? When I could hear someone that's actually smart talk about it. Why would I want to hear him talk about it? Like, why would I want to waste my time to hear DSP talk about gun control? Why would I want to waste my time and hear DSP talk about Donald Trump when I could hear an actual informed person talk about it, or I can just make my own opinion about it?
I can't believe that anyone, even if you are a registered Republican, right? And you love
registered
the Republican Party
Republican.
and everything they stand for, how could you vote for Trump? How could
You know, it's no other
legitimately-
Republicans to
I
vote
always
for.
vote along party lines. How could you?
I forgot Donald Trump is the only Republican in existence.
Okay. So I was wondering why you post pre-streams and daily updates on your DSP gaming channel and not your
For
vlogging
views.
channel. Is it
For
because they're being
views.
loaded into the playlist of whatever game you're about to play? If you really want to keep those pre-stream videos on your gaming channel, is there any chance you could copy it over to your vlog channel too? I ask because I'm personally much more likely to see a pre-stream or a daily update video on your vlogs channel. When you're updating a game playthrough, it tends to bury your pre-stream videos very quickly. Admittedly, it may be laziness on my part because when I'm looking at your vlogging channel, I just click on the uploads button to see all your videos in reverse chronological order. But when I'm on your gaming channel, I mostly look at playlists, and that's from Fool One. I mean, this is an interesting point.
Check us out.
The thing is, I used to frequently do channel update videos, right? And we're talking before I ever live streamed. I used to do channel update videos. Those are
He used to do channel update videos like once every week, which is what he does now, and it's called the weekend preview. So he can't compare doing annual channel update videos to him doing a daily update video every day, which is what a pre-stream is. No, 2 daily update videos every day, because he does 2 pre-streams a day sometimes. So nope,
special videos
not a
of me
comparison.
talking to the camera and giving you updates on everything going on with me and, my stuff on YouTube. But then when I started live streaming in 2013, I said, why am I doing separate videos like staged differently? Everything now is direct capture. I'll just do a pre-stream, as people are joining the stream. I'll give everyone the skinny on what's going on that day in a pre-stream.
In 2013, he said, why am I doing separate stage videos? You mean a weekend preview that you still do to this day? All right, then.
And admittedly, I would upload that to DSP Gaming. And even though it is kind of a vlog style video, that's where it would go. And it is a good question. Why do I do that? I don't know. It's not like I had any conscious thought into it must go on DSP Gaming, right? A pre-stream or a daily update versus going on the vlogging channel, all right? However, I understand your point, Fool One, when you say everything on the gaming channel gets lost in the shuffle because you're uploading, 10, 20 videos a day there, so I don't see it. But here's the thing, and I don't know why people don't know this. It's in a playlist. Every single daily update.
The person that sent the question said they look at the playlist when they go on a gaming channel and just go at the video. Okay, let me start over. The question he got, the person said when they watch videos on his vlogging channel, they go by reverse chronological order, meaning they go on the channel and they hit uploads and they just watch the videos in reverse order. And on his gaming channel, they use playlists. DSP is so fucking dumb. He's explaining the playlist right here, even though the person that sent the question said that they used the playlist. All right, then.
All those videos are in playlists. And all you need to do, go to my website, The King of Hate.
Rewind like 5 minutes and listen to the part where the dude say he used playlists for his gaming channel. DSP is telling him to use playlists for the gaming channel. He already said he used playlists.
.com, okay? There on the homepage is a tab that says playlists. Click on that and just type in daily updates. And then boom, the playlist will come up. You click on it, you can see the latest daily update. That simple. Or same thing, pre-streams, type in pre-stream. It'll find it immediately, playlist will come up. Go in there, you can watch all the pre-streams. It's that simple. I don't know why people are still using YouTube. Like I've said this a million times.
You don't know why people using YouTube. You don't know why we're using YouTube to watch your YouTube videos that are only on YouTube. I don't know why people are using this refrigerator to get water. I only put water in the refrigerator, but I don't know why the fuck people are using the refrigerator to get water. You want people to go to your shitty, trash, awful looking, garbage, fucking 1995 design website. Search videos and then watch the videos when they can just go on YouTube and search the videos and watch the videos. Of course, they might find detracted shit and they might find my shit and all of that. But if they really a fan of DSP, they're not going to watch that anyway. They're going to keep searching until they find actual legit DSP videos. But he wants people to go to his trash fucking Family Dollar website instead of actually looking on YouTube, which use the same search engine anyway. His website search engine just kind of narrows it down before you actually search, so you don't find like detractor videos and shit. But it's not like it's fucking super complex. It's trash. It's trash regardless. It's trash if you do it on YouTube. It's trash if you do it on his website. It's trash anyway. So either you can get specific trash or you can get non-specific trash.
YouTube doesn't work properly for me anymore. All my shit on there is skewed. You can't find my stuff in search results. The pages are a fucking mess. Google has done every possible thing to make YouTube an unmanageable fucking mess for everyone.
But his website looks good.
My website, The King of Hate.
Okay, let's use your website, thekingofhate.com. Okay, let's go to thekingofhate.com. I'm not gonna capture it, but you see how thekingofhate.com looks? You see that black screen? You see those black screens next to each other with nothing on it? That's exciting, right? You see that upload nothing schedule? To the left of that, it says streaming nothing. As I have the hiccups because I've been drinking. As you see to the left of that, it says streaming nothing schedule. Okay, we got his Twitter, we got his YouTube, we got recently played. He played Minecraft Story Mode Episode 3. I need to play that tonight. Yeah. His website is fucking trash. We go to his forums. I'm not going to recapture it. His forums are fucking trash. And this is not me being a detractor speaking. This is me being a person that fucking looks at forums. His forums are fucking trash. Like this is some GoDaddy looking shit. This doesn't even look like a website you would pay for. This looks like some GoDaddy shit. Let's go to playlists. Okay. So I type H and it shows me everything that shows up with H. I hit P, it shows everything that starts with P. That's fair enough, but the average YouTube, I'm sorry DSP, the average YouTube viewer isn't gonna go to your trash website with the awful layout just to watch you play a video game. They're gonna search it on YouTube. If they find what they're looking for, they find it. If they don't, they don't. People are not gonna go to your specific ass website that looks like trash
Website run.
Thousands of dollars to have that shitty fucking GoDaddy quality website ran. All right then,
on a
thousands.
yearly basis, because it has all these features. Go to thekingofhate.com, click.
It has all those features, as in a bare bones forum, a forum system, and a bare bones search system that just pretty much negates everything that isn't directly from DSP in the search bar. Yep, all those features. His website has a ton of features. We just went on it. You saw all the fucking features? I mean, you go on fucking, I can't even think of the website. You go on fucking Tumblr links, Tumblr websites, and they have music playing and shit. This motherfucker don't even have music playing. Website bare bones as fuck. No kind of nothing. Nothing. The schedule isn't even updated. The schedule was set. Let's go on another field trip. TheKingOfHate.com. KingOfHate.com. It says uploading, nothing scheduled. And then next to that, it says streaming, nothing scheduled. Let me move it over to fucking prove to you. Streaming, nothing scheduled. Yes, he spends thousands of dollars on this. He spends thousands of dollars on garbage. All right then, have fun with that. I hope it's fucking worth it. Thousands of dollars in Patreon money to have a fucking trash website that can't even fucking update.
Search, you'll find everything
Jesus
you want.
Christ.
Don't ever go to the new uploads tab on my page. It sucks. It's a piece of shit because Google's a piece of shit.
Don't ever go to my YouTube channel to find my videos. Go to my trash website and then do 5 fucking searches to find one video and scroll through a bunch of names. Do all of that extra work to find my videos instead of just going to my channel and finding them. Yeah, that's how you're going to get views.
TheKingOfHate.com. Okay.
Jesus
All
Christ.
right, next question is from Matthew
What a
Vader.
fucking moron.
And he says, "Hey Phil, ever since Mafia 3 was a
Nope, I don't care about this. Sorry.
Especially
If
when
you
there's
want to hear
a
it, go
video
to
with
his
this
channel and
controversy
fucking
or
watch
it's
the
a big
video. I don't
playthrough
want
or
to hear
something like
this.
that, there's no way
This
for
is
me to keep
irrelevant
up
to
on
me.
it.
I don't give a
YouTube
fuck
private
about
messages
Mafia
I've given
3.
up on. It's too much. They've changed the private message system on there 3 times in the past couple of years to the point where I got so frustrated I said, fuck it. Instagram posts between me and you, you're getting a fee out of it. So much email that I expected.
Okay, let's skip to the
sky
end of
is
the
falling.
Mafia
Give me a
shit.
fucking break. Okay, we'll do one more question, and then we'll take a break, and then we'll come back and we'll finish up the episode of Ask the King. Sound good? Fair enough? I think we've been going for over 20 minutes. We have. Okay.
Yeah, I can't
All right,
wait
so the
to
final
finish
question
just
for
because
this
I've been
part,
skipping through a bunch of it.
This one is from Atlas Telemon. He asks the following. Phil, I might be one of your older active viewers or community members. I'm actually 37 years old. In my job, 95% of communication is done through...
I hate to talk about somebody's age, but good job. You're 37 years old, and you support DSP. I'm not even going to say anything else.
I get a lot of it. So much email that I noticed the number of emails in my inbox weighs on me mentally. So how do you deal with all the messages that you get on a daily basis? I mean, you're getting it via your Hotmail email account, tweets on Twitter, your YouTube comment section, your new Instagram that you set up this year, the KingOfHate.com forum section, and probably some other channels that I'm not mentioning either. Do you even ever have a rough estimate of how many contact moments you get in one day, and does it give you stress? Here's the thing.
I won't lie, getting a lot of emails is annoying, but stressful? No. But let's see what DSP has to say about
the
this.
difference between me and you. You know, it's your job to directly respond to your emails at work. And I know because I used to have a 9-to-5 office job, and I got a shit ton of emails coming in, every day. And if I didn't answer all those emails or at least get to each one and do some kind of action on each one, I'd be held responsible. I was the one who didn't get to it.
So wait, let me get this straight. You assume it's this person's job to respond to emails, but doing YouTube is your job and being a content creator is your job, but it's not your responsibility to respond to emails? The more you fucking learn. Apparently, when you run a YouTube channel as a job and as a business, it's not your responsibility to reply to emails. So I guess you got like a fucking monkey sitting in front of a laptop that responds to
I
emails
was the
for
one,
him.
you know, and I'm like,
Who
I
would
have an email
fucking
box
guess?
full of 400 emails today. How do you expect me to get to all of them in one day?
400 emails,
Now,
all 400
absolutely, I
emails
get
are
a
comments
ton
on
of
YouTube.
interactions. I get emails, tweets, Facebook posts, comments
Facebook
on YouTube,
posts.
private messages on YouTube, Instagram posts. There's
Instagram
other
posts.
things
I don't
too.
even
A
think
lot of
that
people don't
goes
know
to
this. I have other
email.
emails. You know, I have
Do
way
you really?
more emails than There's only one public email, darksidephil@hotmail.com.
Yeah,
and
one
that's the one you can reach me
public
at
one.
publicly for YouTube. But I have other personal email accounts that have stuff like my finances and other things that I've got even more than you could think of. I've got all the YouTube
What's the point of telling us
side of
all
stuff, but
this?
then I got the personal side of stuff as well on the other
Personal,
side. That's
yeah,
all coming
okay.
together. So daily,
Uh-huh.
I probably receive several hundred emails,
Several hundred emails daily.
tweets. I'm getting tons of tweets on a daily basis. YouTube comments at this point, unless it's like, let's say, for example, I know that I put out a video that'll get a lot of comments. Like today, I put out a Thanksgiving well wishes to everyone. That's a video I'll read the comments on. This video, Ask the King, I may go back and read the comments on. But on a standard video game playthrough, I'm not going back and reading
He basically admit, wow, DSP, you are trash. He basically admitting that he don't read the comments on videos unless he knows he's gonna get a lot of comments within a short amount of time. Of course, everybody and their fucking grandma bring up PewDiePie when they bring up people on YouTube. PewDiePie got more subs than anybody on YouTube. And that motherfucker replies to fucking YouTube comments sometimes. And you can barely get 1,000 views on a video within 24 hours. And you can't reply to you can't even read comments. Not even reply. You can't even read comments. Because you don't read comments unless the video might be popular and might get a lot of comments. What great fan
comments
interaction,
on
right?
videos. I just can't. I used to do that when I was, 2008, 2009, and now that I'm so big, I can't, there's no way with all the comments
Now that he's so big, he can't read all the comments. But DSP, going by your own words, you're not that popular, remember?
that I get. If I read all the comments on every video, I'd be spending half my day doing it, especially when there's
Half
a
his
video
day.
that's controversy or it's a big playthrough or something like that. There's no way for me to keep up on it. YouTube private messages I've given up on. It's too much. They've changed the private message system on there 3 times in the past couple of years to the point where I got so
Man,
frustrated. I
can't
said,
delete
"Fuck it, I'm
through
not
it."
even gonna bother with it anymore." So I'm sure there are people that all the time try to contact me on YouTube and I never see it. I never seen a private message.
He doesn't
on YouTube
even
in the
look
past 3
for
years,
it.
and I don't pay attention to them anymore.
Wow.
Does it give me stress? No, not anymore. At one point,
It doesn't give him stress because he doesn't look at it.
the thing is,
What
people
the
have to
fuck,
understand,
man?
I'm one person and you are many. I am one.
Here
you
we
are
go.
many. So even though I try to read every email, and I will stand by that. If you send me an email, I'll try to read it. All right.
okay,
But I can't
sure.
promise you a response. I know people send me emails. Sometimes they get disappointed. Phil, you never responded. I can't. I cannot respond to every email. I get way too many. But I try to get through it with something really important or something that catches my eye, and I need to, I feel like I need to respond. I will. A lot of people send me requests and things and offers, and if I don't respond, it probably means I'm not interested or I never saw the message, one or the other. A lot of people get upset and stuff because I don't respond. I can't. There's no way. I don't have time. But understand, I do my best, and I try to read everything. So if you'd like to contact me, whether on Twitter at They Call Me DSP,
He's all
right
over the
here,
place with his
or
response.
on Facebook, which I
One
really
second
don't
he's
read that much.
saying
I
he don't
recommend
see
that
it.
book,
Next
but,
second he's saying he do
email,
see it and he don't
darksidephil@hotmail.com
respond
is a great way
unless
to
he
reach me.
interested.
All right, that's it for
What the
part 2.
fuck, bro?
I'll be back with the third and final part of Ask the King for November 26th.
We almost done. I apologize for like skipping over so much shit, but I'm sorry, man. I can't sit here and listen to this dude with this bullshit. I really can't. Like with his gun control shit, The fact that he made it about himself and then kind of spanned it around and turned it into him talking about actual gun control. Fuck no. I can't listen to that. I can't. Even if it's to entertain the children, I can't listen to that. I just can't. I'm not gonna make myself listen to that. Even if it's for other people. Fuck that. Like, I don't care about his opinion. When he gotta make it about himself first, I don't care about it. I just don't. I don't even care. But I don't even care enough to look at these comments. I really don't. I really don't. Let's get this over with. We got 30 minutes left.
Okay, everyone. Welcome back to the third and final part of Ask the King for November 26, 2015. Let's jump into it because we got about 2 pages left of questions to get through. All right. First question from Eric.
Fucking
He says,
filtered
Phil, I
ass
admire your
questions.
honesty and hope you can answer my question since you're quite...
I admire your honesty. The dude that lies more than anybody else on the fucking internet, pretty much. Motherfucker lies more than Bob Dole. Is Bob Dole even relevant? I don't know. He lies more than a fucking politician. But yeah, he's honest.
About this. I know you'll probably get this a lot, but what's up with you and John Rambo? Did you have a falling out? Is it because you two were far away?
By the way, the title of this video, Rambo / censorship / doing what you love / WWE mass clickbait. Because think about it, his fan base cares about John Rambo. His fan base is gonna want to know what he says about censorship because he censors a lot of comments and a lot of people in his chat and all of that shit. His fans want to know what he thinks about. Not even fans and haters want to know what he thinks about all of these and doing what you love and then WWE. His fans and haters think they care about all of these things.
The bottom line is this.
You know what he's doing when he title these videos.
100% honest with you.
100% honest. Let's see. Let's see what he say.
Try to make shit up or say they don't believe me because they want to believe drama queen shit.
They want to believe drama queen shit.
The bottom line is this. When I lived in Connecticut for years, John and I did co-op commentary, co-op gameplay. We did this show Smart Guys. We traveled to...
But DSP, when you first moved to the West Coast, you said you and Rambo would still be doing stuff, remember? You said Smart Guys will still happen, and you was going to do a new podcast, and it was going to be you and Rambo talking about the stuff you did, the stuff you did over the last week, and it was going to be like a catching up podcast. Remember that? Nah, we got to pretend like that didn't happen. We got to pretend like he'd never announced that.
Projects and everything together.
Mm-hmm. Snort.
In all of that time, all right, in all of the time that we did that stuff together, I could think of maybe 1 to 2 times ever that we ever had a disagreement on something. And even then, it was something that was minor and that was handled quickly. And it wasn't that we ever let it get to the point where business would hinder friendship. You know what I mean? And I think that's kind of the big risk that you take when
business
you go into business with someone.
Business. As I draw my mouse.
That it might negatively affect the relationship that you have with the person outside of the business. And even though we treated the whole YouTube thing that we did together as like just a casual, silly thing, there was money involved.
It was a casual, silly thing with money involved, but it was also a business because you said the word business 3 times. Okay.
There were other factors involved. The bottom line is, never in that entire period of time before I moved out of Connecticut did I ever get any, ever have any ill will or feelings toward John. Never did he have any real major ill will or feelings towards me that I knew of. He never said anything about money. He got paid for everything that he was involved in. He never said anything about money or anything like that. And we had great agreements that were going on.
Good job. He just revealed that Rambo got paid for every video he was in when it came to being in the video with DSP. So yeah, nice friendship, right? Remember, you know the old saying, right? Don't mix business with pleasure. I mean, Rambo wasn't necessarily a pleasure unless they were both gay with each other. But yeah, don't mix business with that. Just saying. Keep friendship as being friendship. Yeah, like, of course, something I thought about before was DSP and Rambo. They could have been 2 best friends play before 2 best friends play. They could have been that. But two best friends play exists probably still because they don't see it as being business. They don't see it as being a paycheck. They do it for funsies first, and whatever money you make or whatever profit you get, you get. No, DSP probably saw it as profit first, and then whatever friendship you get is what you get. And that's why he don't have any friends anymore, and all he has is hamsters and his trash girlfriend that calls mixed people halfies.
And when I left Connecticut, where we left it at, was that I was going to move here. It was going to take me a couple months to get set up, everything with work or whatever, but I was going to contact him in early fall, let him know when I was fully up and running again, and that I wanted to continue to do stuff, whether it was Smart Guys via Skype and gameplay, cooperatively over the internet. And obviously, John didn't have a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One, and we were going to try to coordinate it and figure out what could he do for gameplay. Would we do stuff last gen? Would there be other stuff? We were going to figure it all out, okay? And that's where we left it. Now, John came, he helped me pack all the stuff up. When I was leaving in June of last year, he came and helped pack up and help me move out of my place.
I can't wait till it's over with.
And we stayed in contact. I talked to him via text a lot. We were talking about different things going on with the move. I talked to him about TV shows and stuff going on. I was asking him about what was going on with Schnozman a Hole Punch, and we stayed in contact regarding that. And the way we left it was that later in the year, once he was done with Schnozman a Hole Punch, we were going to talk again about the possibility of coming back together and doing, content over the internet again. And then in late 2014, finally we had a conversation. He says, listen, I'm going to make this abundantly clear, so there's no misconceptions. At this point, I'm kind of burnt out on the whole YouTube thing. I really don't even want to put a lot of effort into my stuff. I put all this effort into Schnozman a Hole Punch, and that's really where I exerted all of my effort, and that's what I focused on. And that's really all I really care about at this point. I mean, it was cool that we did all the YouTube stuff previously, but I don't really care to be, involved with anything from your YouTube channels at this point. And if that changes, I'll let you know. I said, okay, fine. I won't even, great. I won't even bring it up if you don't, right? There's no reason for us to really bring it up or anything any further. And then I remember as last year...
By the way, I can't believe that he even answered this question. You know what? It's a question about another person. It's not like you're just answering for yourself. You're answering for another person. It's really just not classy at all to answer a question on behalf of another person. Even if you're giving your side of the story, you're still answering a question for another person. Like, pardon my French, but that's not real nigga shit. You don't answer a question on behalf of another person. If they can't give their side of the story, then you don't talk about it unless you're talking about it with them. I wouldn't go on video and say, me and this person had this conversation and they said this and I said this, and that's gospel. That's pretty much what he's doing. He's pretty much saying, I said this and Rambo said this. This is a situation. That's gospel. That's what happened. Believe it. That's not fair. It's not. But whatever.
Further. I would text him, and every once in a while he would text me back. It was like we were almost losing touch. We didn't have as much contact. Now, if you remember, traditionally I would be on John's podcast for the Black Friday episode. Every year he would have like a special Black Friday episode where they go through ads and stuff about Black Friday. And last year in particular, I hadn't heard from him, so I actually texted him and said, FYI, John, I'll be available if you want me to be on, but I haven't heard from you yet, so I'm assuming maybe you don't want me to be on or whatever. That's fine. And he never really responded. I didn't really hear from him much. I wished him a Merry Christmas later that year. He did respond to that. And then less and less I heard from him. It wasn't like there was any argument. There was a...
It's funny because him and Rambo remind me of me and almost all of my ex-girlfriends. When you still fucking simping over your ex-girlfriend, she barely reply to your text, and you say something like, Merry Christmas, and she reply, oh, thank you, just to be nice.
Falling out or anything, none of
Poor
that
DSP.
happened. So if
Rambo didn't
anything
fuck with him
actually
anymore.
behind the scenes
Sorry,
with John
sorry
or
about that,
Howard
DSP.
or whatever happened with
Howard
people back
mentioned
in Connecticut, right, who I used to do stuff with all the time, it's 100% on their end, and it was never actually brought to my attention at all. So I am completely in the dark in this situation.
He literally saying all of the negative attention should be put on Rambo because Rambo threw him away and he didn't throw Rambo away. That's basically what he's saying. You know, because moving across the country isn't throwing your friends away. Your friends not responding to your text messages is them throwing you away. But you moving across the country before that, that's not throwing your friends away at all. Fuck you, DSP.
Actually had
Fuck
any
you.
kind of interaction with John Rambo.
That's the equivalent of me saying my ex best friend that's in prison for pretty much the rest of their life. That's like me saying they threw me away because they went to prison for the rest of their life. I didn't throw them away because they went to prison and I didn't write them and shit. They threw me away because they went to prison. And we're not even going to talk about what they went to prison for or what the situation was on that. But that's like me saying they threw me away because they went to prison and not the other way around. Yet again, excuse my French, but DSP, be a real nigga about it. You moved on the other side of the country. You left them first. They didn't leave you first. You left them first. You made the decisions that put you out of touch with them. They didn't. They stayed in the same spot they was in. My ex-best friend, to bring up that situation again, my ex-best friend that went to prison for 25 years, probably the rest of their fucking life at this point. They put themselves in that situation. I didn't put them in that situation. They did it to themselves. But he's trying to make it seem like Rambo left him. And it's Rambo's fault that they don't talk anymore. But whatever. He didn't move across the country, I guess.
In early 2015, he launched the DVD, the Blu-ray release of Schnoz Man a Hole Punch. And when he did release it, I retweeted him. I let everyone know, gee, you should maybe buy some of this. I bought a DVD myself. And he even signed it. You know, I guess every DVD he sold, he signed it. And he actually
did buy it, though.
Thanks for all the good times that we had together. You know, John. So that was the signature he put on the DVD. Does that sound like anything negative? No, that sounds great. Like, it's like, you know, it sucks that we don't do stuff together anymore.
Pissed off at me.
Thanks for the good times we had. That's literally like what he wrote on the DVD. And then after that, I have no clue. I've not heard from John since then. He doesn't ever write me. He doesn't call me. He doesn't text me. Nothing. And I did try actively to contact him and talk to him over the course of the year. And basically, I heard nothing whatsoever from John Rambo at all since then. So I have no idea what happened. If something happened in particular,
my guinea pigs don't fuck with me because I fed them already.
The bottom line
is,
I don't want to
have anything to do with me.
And I'm going to say this, and I hope that people don't take this the wrong way. But in life, if you have something that you want to say, or you have an issue with someone, all right, say it, bring it up, hash it out. Don't let resentment build up behind the scenes for whatever amount of time or whatever, because that's what happens. Is then if something happens and you don't bring it up and you let resentment build up, that's when relationships get ruined.
So is he saying Rambo let resentment build up, or is he saying he let resentment build up? I don't fucking know.
Right? And the bottom line is, did I ever hear or even get wind of anything negative from John or Howard or anyone from that camp who I used to do stuff with in Connecticut until I moved? No, not once. And in fact, we even had the big...
He's saying Rambo let resentment build up.
Remember we had the big going away party in June of last year, and they all came. They were all there. We had fun. We had a blast.
God damn it, guinea pig. I'm trying to fucking pick y'all up.
Having a lot
Come
of
on,
fun.
chill out.
And it was like nothing's wrong.
I'm not doing anything
and
bad.
All of a sudden, once I moved, it was like, that's it. Well, Phil's gone. So now he's out of our lives. It almost feels like to me like they're saying, well, he abandoned us. You know, we used to do all this fun stuff together. He's not here anymore, so now we're mad at him or something. I don't know. But it is, again, it's speculation. Anything that I could possibly say about a John Rambo situation is pure and utter speculation, because I've been completely in the dark over the whole situation since it began, if it even began. So that's why people want to start all this fucking shit, right? All this drama and controversial shit. They must have had a disagreement about money. Phil must have revealed something really personal or something. Nothing ever happened. At least from my side, zippo. I was never contacted, never told, never ever got an inkling.
Sometimes it don't have to have anything to do with money or anything. Maybe Rambo will go one day and realize you're fake. You're fugazi. You're fake. You're not cool. And he didn't want to fuck with you anymore. So he decided to not fuck with you anymore. You had to move across the country for him to realize that, but that's what happened. Sorry,
That there was
DSP.
something wrong. So if there was anything that ever went wrong
Oh, I know
between
how
our
I can get
relationship
one of
with
y'all to
John or
fucking
Howard or
to
anyone
fuck with
back in
me.
Connecticut,
I got a
it's on
Dorito.
their side. They let it build up.
Yeah, getting
They
a
let
piece
the
like
resentment
Doritos.
build up on their side
Come
without
on.
ever speaking up. And I hate to say it, but in real life,
Oh,
if
y'all
you're
being
mature, if
sometime.
you are a man, you will speak up about an issue. You will not let it linger and resent and build and fester into some kind of a negative thing where you don't want to talk to someone again, and then you're going to even at
So this isn't negative.
some points talk shit about them and stuff. See, I would never do that because I have no reason to talk shit about people who I have always had a great relationship
Look here,
with.
bro.
So
Chill,
for me, I have
chill,
no clue if there's any
chill.
negativity, any resentment.
I'm trying to give
I
y'all
have no
Doritos.
idea,
Don't
and I'm
squeak at
still in
me.
the dark to this day. So that's why when people ask me straight up, what's up with John Rambo? I say,
There you
ask
go.
John Rambo because I have no clue. I'm literally in the dark. Nothing was ever brought up,
Fucking
and
guinea
unless
pigs.
John kept mailing me letters and they went to a dead address, but he didn't realize it, so I didn't know he had a problem with me. No, obviously I'm just being silly. No, it just never happened, so I have no idea. I mean, I'm literally in the dark. That's the bottom line. That's the whole situation. There is no situation. I don't know. And it's a shame. It's a shame because that was a long-standing relationship that I had. You know, the mid-2000s I met John, and whether we're a Street Fighter or us just doing other stuff on YouTube, I always had a blast with him. So I don't know
Regardless of the situation, it is low-key sad because I've been through that type of situation before too with people, and I'm sure most males have been through that bromance relationship where they was cool with somebody and then I don't know where they stopped fucking with them, whether it was because they met some new girl that they've talked to and the dude that they was cool with before they met the girl wasn't cool with the dude or some weird shit. But yeah, it's a sad situation. It really is. Like, regardless if you like DSP or not, the bromance being broken up is a sad it's a sad situation. It's a sad situation, and I don't think anybody could look at that and say, "Oh, I don't care. It's fucking DSP's fault." Like it's a sad situation. It's depressing. It's depressing to see a bromance being broken up. I understand his pain with this situation. Did he handle it correctly? Fuck no, but DSP doesn't handle
what his
anything
problem
correctly.
is, and I have no control
Hey,
over
guinea
it. He
pig.
doesn't talk to me anymore. He won't
Yeah,
respond if I
oh,
text
I
him or call
almost
him. I don't
got
get
you.
anything back. So from my situation, from my
I got
perspective,
Doritos.
it's not even a relationship anymore. It's over, and it's 100% on him because I had nothing to do with it.
It's
There you go.
100% on him. It's over with.
Okay.
They
Next
broke up.
question is from Horror
Guinea
Plums
pig, come on.
610. He says,
I got
I'd like to know your
Doritos.
opinion on creators, namely game developers, changing the content of their games based on public outcry and
I got
outrage.
Doritos.
Is
Come
it
over
better to
here.
oblige to people's demands to
You know
avoid
you want
further
Doritos.
backlash,
Stop.
or should the artists stick to
Stop
their guns
fucking
and maintain
around.
their original vision regardless of what people think?
God
And this
damn
actually
it.
ties into another question that I'm going to read you. I purposely put both of them down on here. Here's this one.
I don't think I care about
This
this
is one
question
from
to be
Silent
completely
Warrior
honest.
25. He says, lately there's been a lot of controversy in regards to Nintendo
Silent Warrior.
of America and Xenoblade Chronicles X. Nintendo of America decided to censor the game by removing the bust slider for female character customization, so that all female created characters now have the same size bust. I'm not big on creating my own characters, but I can understand that some people love creating their own.
That's some super social justice warrior shit. Samurai warriors, dynasty warriors have a fucking bust slider. I don't even know of a game that lets you make a female and not have a bust slider. EA has a fucking bust slider. And don't you think EA will fucking conform to what the Anitas of the world want? Are you fucking serious? They got rid of a bust slider. Really? That's so cheesy.
Characters, and they'd be upset by this. However, some people are outright boycotting this game because of the removal. I have no idea
People
why.
are boycotting the game because they can't make boobs bigger or smaller. Yeah, I'm gonna skip this question. People are boycotting the game because they can't make boobs bigger or smaller. Because people act that fucking pissy when they feel game developers cave in to what social justice warriors don't want in the game. It's really that simple. It's not that, oh, they're doing something I don't like. It's, oh, they're doing something that the social justice warriors want. Oh, they're doing something that Anita Sarkeesian and all those other people that I don't like on the internet because they're associated with those people I don't like on the internet. They're doing something that those people want. It's pretty much what it is. I'm sure somebody's going to be mad at me for saying it this way, but it's the fucking truth. It's a really fucking petty war on the internet with people that don't like SJWs and people that are on the same side of SJWs, which is basically, to be honest, at this point, is hardcore gamer gators and anti-gamer gators at this point. It's really just that simple. It's not even anything more detailed or more intricate than that. It's pretty much that simple. And it's kind of annoying, and I try to ignore it, and it's kind of hard to ignore it sometimes. Like, it's kind of fucked up when you try to ignore something and you can't ignore it because people have to shove it in your fucking face because they care about it, so they want everybody to care about it. I'm mad that this person that I know, because I don't like them, and I'm giving like super fucking opinion right here. This is like opinionated bullshit at this point. But I'm mad at this person because they feel different about me when it comes to what should be and what shouldn't be in video games. So I'm going to complain about this person feeling this way I don't feel on the internet, right? And I want you to not like them on the internet because they feel this way about video games on the internet. And I'm Gamergate and they anti-Gamergate. And I don't like them simply because they feel different than me and they have a different opinion than me. Regardless of them being anti-Gamergate or blah, 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 or what the fuck ever. At the end of the day, it's a motherfucker having a different opinion. And I don't like them because they have a different opinion. It don't matter if they whatever. And like the best way, like to look at it from a street person point of view, it's kind of like somebody being a blood and somebody being a crip, and this being the 90s. Gamergate is the Bloods and anti-Gamergate is the Crips. And we don't like them just because they're associated with this. We don't give a fuck about what they're talking about. We just don't like them because they're a part of this group that we don't fuck with. And that's why I don't pay attention to that shit. Because I'm not going to disagree with somebody just because they are part of a group that I don't like. I'm not going to disagree. I'm not going to say, oh, well, your opinion is shit because you friends with this person or because you believe in what that person say. That's trash. That's like me saying, oh, well, because DSP is DSP, I don't agree with him. Like, will my opinion be valid if I say I don't agree with DSP on something because he's DSP? Legit, like real nigga shit. Will my opinion be valid if I say I didn't agree with DSP because he was DSP? No. My opinion shouldn't be valid if I say I don't agree with somebody because they're that person. My opinion shouldn't be valid if I say, oh, well, I don't agree with this person because they agree with Anita Sarkeesian on this other fucking game that's completely irrelevant. It shouldn't be valid. And to be completely honest, I don't care who you are. If you feel that your opinion is valid or someone else's opinion is valid because they don't like someone else's opinion on a completely irrelevant thing, no, I'm not fucking with that. Sorry. And I'm sure I'm going to piss people off with that if they sat around and watched the video this far, but it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's like, how can I explain it? It's like if I believed in women being able to choose if they could have abortions, right? And then DSP made a video and said, I believe in abortions. Women should be able to have abortions. And I made a video saying, well, no, not even a video. I made a tweet and said, well, DSP said he believes women should be able to have abortions. So fuck DSP. He got a shit opinion. Oh, women shouldn't be able to have abortions. He's a fucking asshole. Like, my opinion is solely based on what he's going against. So no matter what, if he doesn't like something, I'm gonna go against it. And that's how some Gamergate people are. That's how some, not even Gamergate, that's how some people are on the internet in general. It's DSP fans that'll say, oh well, Tevin feels this way, so I'm not gonna feel that way because Tevin feels that way. It's like that's just how the internet is in general. It's people that like Star Wars, I don't even know what to fucking call it, the second generation. I don't know, the 90s episodes of Star Wars, episode episode 4, 5, and 6. It's some people that say, well, I like those episodes of Star Wars, so I'm not gonna listen to people that like the first 3 episodes. And it's people that say, well, I like the first 3 episodes, so I'm not going to listen to people that like the last 3 episodes. Like, you realize how fucking stupid you sound. You're not going to listen to somebody that likes something you don't like just because they have an opposite opinion or an opposing opinion. But it's not that you're not listening to them because you don't believe in their opinion. You're not listening to them because they have an opposite opinion. I don't know. I'm rambling at this point. If you don't understand it, you don't understand it. If you do, you do.
As a
I'm
college
not
student
about
at
to fucking
UCLA,
sit up
I was
and
told
talk
to
about this shit for 20
major
minutes.
in what you'll make money in and not what you love, but you should minor in what you love. What's your opinion on that? So basically, he was told, probably by guidance counselors and people there, focus on your studies, your academics, on a job that's going to make you money.
I don't
and
even
take
know
a
why I
minor in the
talked
thing that
about
you
that
actually
just
like.
now. I don't even remember.
And you know, that's sad. It's sad because it is gripping reality, and it is very true for most people. I am one of the very few people on this planet that for the past 5 years, well, it's been early 2001 to now, so I guess technically that's what, 4.5 years, almost 5 years. I've been able to make a living doing what I love, gaming.
You fucking asshole. You don't do what you love. You hate playing video games for a living. It's the reason why you call it a business. And other Let's Players that make way more money than you don't call what they do a business. But whatever.
Playing
That's
video
my
games,
opinion.
reviewing video games, sharing that experience with you, joking around, having fun. That's what I've been able to share with you, make a living doing for the past several years. Most people don't get to do that. Most people, they have a hobby or a job or I'm sorry, a hobby or
Hiding code CPUs. What the fuck is this bullshit? OBS, you
a
better
love
chill.
or an affinity for something, and they wish
I gotta
they could
check
do
if
it
the
and they
audio
can't.
desync now.
You know, right now, I'm
And
sure
if
the
it's
people
not,
that
I'm
will-
gonna
I
have
will
to fucking
open up
edit
this
it.
kind of
I don't wanna
store
edit
and
this.
make this product and sell it to people, and just do that for the rest of my life. I would like to paint. I would like to dance. I would like to sing. I would like to play a sport. Everyone has aspirations, right? And unfortunately, those aspirations, a lot of us, when we become adults, they go away. Crippling reality comes and hits us in the head and says, sorry, realistically, it's not going to happen. You're not going to be a physically gifted athlete. You're not going to be,
Musician.
an amazing artist, or you're not going to be... How many people out there have great singing voices, and what small percentage actually make it in this life singing, right? So I am very lucky in that regard. And the bottom line is, yeah, when I was going to college... Do you think I really cared when I went to college for finance about finance? Not really. Who the fuck could say, I love finance? I love numbers and...
It's funny because he say finance now, but how many times have he said he went to college for business and he got a business degree, but now he's saying he went to college for finance. Who fucking knows what he went to college
stocks
for,
and
right?
bonds and fucking loans.
Jesus
and
Christ,
credit cards
DSP,
and
stop
debt and
lying to
percentage
us.
rates
There's
and
no point
revolving
lying.
versus fixed interest rates.
Like,
And
be
who the
real
fuck
with a
likes
nigga,
that
bro.
shit? That stuff you learn to get by in life, so you understand you don't get bamboozled and you can afford shit in your life. That's not stuff that you love. You know what I mean? Who the fuck goes to school and says, I love business finance? No one. So, or if they do, it's a very rare situation. So I can understand. Basically, you know who told you that? Das Gooch? I'll tell you who told you that. People who, unfortunately, in their lives have never been able to do what they love for a living. And that's sad, because that's most people. And if more people were able...
Yo, like, not even 10% of the American, I can't come over with the right word, but not even 10% of the American economy. That's not the right word, but I'm going to use that word. Not even 10% of the American economy is doing what they love. You can go to anybody working, making $20,000 a year, working, making $100,000 a year, and ask them, oh, what did you want to do when you first started college? Or what did you want to do when you first left high school? And they're not going to answer saying, doing what I'm doing now. Come on, man. And then let's be completely honest here. Would you, like, honest fucking question? If you still sitting around, you might as well answer this question. Hashtag, you gotta make a hashtag, right? Like two people are gonna fucking know this hashtag because they watched it this far. Hashtag lifetime goal. Hashtag goals. That's gonna be the hashtag. Hashtag goals. How many people had a goal to do something in life, right? And they, hit adulthood. That's not, I don't even think that's a fucking term, but they hit adulthood and they say, oh, I can still do this and I can make a living do it. And even then, still, if you can make, like serious question, like real nigga shit, if you can make $20,000 a month doing something you don't feel like doing, would you take that over making, I don't know, $5,000 a month doing something you love doing? You're going to make that $20,000 a month. You're going to live in a way better house. You're going to have a way better car. You're going to take way better care of your kids if you have them. If you don't have kids, you're still going to take better care of yourself. Would you rather, like, be okay and, like, barely scrape along in life? Or would you rather be okay, be all right in life? You can easily pay your bills. You can easily buy whatever car you need, fix your car if it fucking breaks down, send your kids to school, all that shit. I can't see a guidance counselor in school, or I can't think of the right word. I can't see a person with authority telling you to do something that you're going to love doing and you make way less money doing it and you may be less successful doing it. I can't see someone telling you to be less successful and make less money doing something over making more money and being more successful doing something you don't want to do. That's just how life is. You're not going to do stuff in life. You're not going to do stuff in life that you don't want to do. I can't even fucking come up with what I'm trying to say right now. But you're not going to do stuff in life that you don't want to do and do okay doing it. That's not the right word, but you get what the fuck I mean. If you want to make $100,000 a year doing something you love doing, you got to be really fucking good at it. And 9 times out of 10, you can make that same amount of money doing something you hate doing. But guess what? You're going to make that amount of money. And it's kind of like with DSP. DSP, yet again, he does his Let's Plays and shit, and he claims he loves playing video games. But let's be honest. Watch him play any game for the last 7 months. The only game you can find that he maybe enjoys playing is Street Fighter. Every game he played besides Street Fighter in the last 7 months to a year, he didn't seem like he legitimately enjoyed. And this is coming from somebody that watched him back in 2009 when he was doing it for free. When he was doing it as a hobby and not for a job. But I'm rambling. You get the point I'm trying to make.
For a living, they'd probably be much happier people. The world would be a much different place than it is right now. So understand that when you see someone like me, I'm lucky, and listen, I'm very thankful for it. I already made a Thanksgiving special video today about how lucky my life is and how different it is from other people's, and I'm very grateful to have a successful business and to keep being able to do that. And what they're giving you isn't really positive advice. What it is practical, pragmatic advice. Don't be a drifter or a dreamer. I want to be a pro athlete, but you don't have any of the aspects of a pro athlete and you're not very physically good at anything. You're probably not going to be a pro athlete. Give it up and go study something in school so you can at least pay your bills for the rest of your life. I can understand that as viable advice.
It ain't the same advice I gave, but I understand where you're coming from with
Okay.
that. It
I've
makes
got
sense.
maybe 2 more forum questions, and then we're actually going to get into Twitter, Facebook, which will be very quick. So we're at the very end here. All right. Next forum
Thank
question
God.
is from a Roman 318, and he asks the following. Unfortunately, due to your copyright strike against DSP Gaming, which is not true, it's not a copyright strike, it's a fake copyright strike, and it has been removed by.
It's not a copyright strike. It's a fake copyright strike. You mean the same thing that happened on my original YouTube channel that has like 2,000 subs now, and I still can't make videos longer than 15 minutes on it? Those are fake copyright strikes too, and guess what? I still got fucked at the end of the day, but we're not going to talk about that.
You took down all of your Nintendo 3DS videos and set them to private. I really love your Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright playthrough with your funny commentary and hilarious voice acting. My question is, what are the fate of all your Nintendo 3DS playthroughs? Will you continue to
They're not going to happen again. The Nintendo 3DS playthroughs are dead. But let's
use
see
them as
what
the
he
years go
says
on?
about it.
And what is your strategy if you ever decide to use
You're
it?
getting big.
Well, it's very simple. It actually is. This is a simple answer. Because of YouTube's broken
Yeah,
false
no, you're
flagging
getting big.
copyright system, and because there is
I
no
respect
defense
your life
against it because it is
choices.
an automated broken process that YouTube to this point refuses to fix or improve, I cannot make any of those Nintendo 3DS videos publicly viewable again until they fix it. So on the day that YouTube says from now on you need to actually provide legal proof that you own something to flag it on YouTube for copyright.
But the thing is, the person that made the fan art for him, like the person that made the layout for him to play 3DS games, can say, "Here's the layout before DSP used it. I own it." This is why you either pay people to do it or you make it yourself. People can say whatever they want to say about my little stream layouts when I'm on Twitch, or about my little emotes when I'm on Twitch and all of that shit. But guess what, motherfucker? I make that shit on my own. Nobody is making that shit for me. I'm gonna tell you this now. I have my MySpace. I have my YouTube picture, my Twitter picture, and one of my not Twitter. Is it? Yeah, my YouTube picture, my Twitter picture, my Twitch picture, and another one of my Twitch pictures, and it's the same two pictures used on in 4 different ways. I give credit to the people that did it. If the people that sent me the fucking Twitch picture, and the picture I use on Twitch and the picture I use on YouTube, if they told me, "Oh, we don't want you to use that anymore," I won't use it anymore. But the the pictures I use and the layouts I use for Twitch and the layouts I use and the pictures I use for YouTube, that's all me. I made that. If it's bad, it's bad. But guess what? Motherfucker can't file a copyright strike for it. Somebody can't file a copyright strike and say, "I made this first, he stole it." Because they didn't. Nobody made it first because I made it. And this is why I say you either pay somebody or you make it yourself. Because if you pay somebody, you have confirmation that you paid them to do it. And that you can do whatever you want to do with it. And if you make it yourself, you don't need no confirmation for anything. So you can do whatever the fuck you want to do with it because you made it. But when you're stupid and when you're being lazy and when you're being a bro boy like DSP, you just get other people to make it for you. You say, "Oh, well, fans send me fan art." And then when you get 95 fucking copyright strikes, you're fucked.
And, we actually are going to have humans check the information so that we call the phone number and make sure it's legit and we confirm you're a real person trying to fucking do this. Until they do that, those...
Yes, until YouTube calls a phone number for every person. So, I can just buy a burner cell phone and spend $20 and then have YouTube call that burner cell phone. That's not going to fix anything, dude. The copyright, to be honest, the copyright system on YouTube is never going to be fixed. YouTube can help you get out of that situation, or your, partner network can get you out of that situation, but it's never going to be fixed. YouTube is never going to say, "Oh, well, if you submit a number, we're going to call it in 24 hours. Because people that just buy prepaid phone people would just buy a prepaid phone. What else?
Nintendo 3DS playthroughs
DSP
will be
is really
private.
fucking
They fix
ignorant.
the problem, and the system's better, they'll go live again. Okay? Because I cannot risk having DSP Gaming taken down with more false copyright strikes and shit because of that nonsense. All right? Moving forward, I could do 3DS playthroughs. I just can't have backgrounds. So instead of having the backgrounds like I used to have with art of the games, it'll just be generic. I'll blue or whatever, and I'll just have...
His job is doing Let's Plays for YouTube. And he can't even make his own layout to play 3DS games. Let's get this straight. He can't make his own layout to play a 3DS game. He can't make his own layout to play a 3DS game. Pledge this Patreon today.
Two boxes, one big one for one screen and one for the other. But I haven't been asked to play one 3DS game this year. And it's funny because the end of last year was like an abundance. You had Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. You had Tomodachi Life that I played. You had what was the one that I played recently? Shit. Was it oh my god. Not Ocarina of Time. Fuck, Majora's Mask 3DS.
A ton of good JRPGs came out on the 3DS, but
That's right.
whatever.
There were a few big ones, all within a few months span that I played on the 3DS and got some, pretty decent following. Did any of it, wow, amazing?
Views.
No, but it was fun to play those games. I could still do new 3DS games. It just would not have any fan art or any background to it. But the bottom line is, to my knowledge, nothing good has come out or nothing that people...
Like, even the most trash YouTuber can make a trash layout, you know what I mean? Like I said, my layouts, my emotes and all of that shit I use when I stream and when I upload stuff to YouTube. You can say whatever you want to say about it, but it's mine. You know, a person can't necessarily file a copyright strike on it because I made it. Even if I made it with art that was somewhere else, I made it. Another person can say I made it first and here's the tweet or here's the email or here's the forum post with the source material and copyright strike me for that. But DSP can't even do that. And YouTube is his job. Streaming is his job. And he can't take 20 minutes out of his day to make a layout. Guess what? Okay. When you stream on the 3DS, all right? You have a screen here. You have a screen here. You can move the screen any way you want it. You can move the top screen any way you want it. All you got to do is put a picture in the black spot. So, okay, you got the top screen here. You got a picture here. You got the bottom screen here. And you got a picture here. Simple. Like a caveman could do that shit. No, DSP can't do it. He needs to have another person waste their time to make him some shitty fan art because he can't make his own shitty fan art.
People want me to see this year. I've gotten, now besides Majora's Mask in February, I haven't gotten one request for a 3DS game, and that's why I'm not doing them right now. Okay. Bassoon Girl asks, since the holiday season is here,
Oh shit, Bassoon Girl.
What are your favorite Christmas songs and carols? Two of my favorites. Jingle Bells, Batman
His favorite
Smells,
Christmas songs. Nope, skipping that.
where I guess you get to either see other Gotham villains or play as Gotham villains. That one could be pretty cool, but then come to find out of all that, there was one great story-based DLC right after that, the release of for a game
Batman?
some really crappy expansion content that probably should it.
Damn, he got
What do you
over that
think about
question
it?
fast.
I've said this before and I'll say it again. Season passes for the most part are garbage. Primarily what season passes are an excuse for a game developer to do some really crappy expansion content that probably should have been in the core game and cram it in with maybe one or two pieces of great content. And
It's funny he's saying this because he bought the season pass for Batman Arkham Knight and he bought the season pass for Call of Duty Black Ops 3. But yeah, season passes are just to give us shitty expansion content.
sell it for an overinflated price. Perfect example here, Batman Arkham Knight. Sold a $50 season pass, or was it $40? I forget. No one knew what was going to be in it. Everyone ran out and bought it because Arkham Knight was such a great game.
Everyone, including you, ran out and bought it?
game. Then come to find out of all that, there was one great story-based DLC right after that, the release of the game. Great. Then it was a crappy
Great
little one challenge
story-based
map
DLC.
skin, crappy little one challenge map skin. And the bottom line is, since that original expansion from back in July, there hasn't been one piece of Batman Arkham Knight Season Pass worth playing. There's supposed to be one coming out in December called Season of Infamy, where I guess you get to either see other Gotham villains or play as Gotham villains. That one could be pretty cool, but
He's
season
rubbing
passes,
his
as of right
nose
now,
so
are,
much.
yes, they are a scam. They're an additional revenue stream for a company to put in little or no effort to get your money. And
Season passes are a scam. Coming from the same dude that bought the season pass for Batman Arkham Knight, season pass for Call of Duty Black Ops 3, and spent $20 day one on the DLC for Bloodborne. Season passes are a scam. Watch me play all the season passes and watch me spend all my money on them.
I am not buying any more of them. Even the Fallout 4 Season Pass, I'm going to hold off, and if I want the DLCs, I'm going to buy them separately.
He's gonna hold off and buy the DLC separate and spend more money. Guess what, DSP? If you buy all the DLC separate, you more of a sucker than the person that bought the season pass. Because if you buy all the DLC separate, that means you spent more money than the person that bought the season pass, because the DLC separate costs more money than just buying the season pass separate. So good job. You're trying to be a fucking rebel, and you're trying to be cool, and you're trying to be different, and trying to not fall for what the game developers are trying to sell you. And you kind of falling for it even more. Because if you buy all the DLCs separate, you're going to spend $5 to $10 more than buying the season pass. But okay, don't fall for it, DSP. Buy everything separate like a fucking moron.
Okay, next question is from Superboy0420, and he asks, what is your favorite food or restaurant? It's funny now,
Favorite
because
restaurant, skipping that.
stuff, you could tell they both killed themselves in this match. Like Charlotte, they could put on great matches. They have put on.
WWE, nope,
WWE
don't
has
care.
pushed- Fallout
Nope.
had a lot of stuff, but a lot of it was repetitive. And not to say there's not repetitive side stuff in this game.
Talking
But
about
even some of the
Fallout.
repetitive side stuff feels kind of like you're contributing or you're going towards something, a big goal.
Yeah,
a big
I'm
win.
sorry. Like I said, if you really care about all the stuff he said in this video, just watch this yourself. I'm not about to hear him talk about gun control and WWE and so much stuff he's extremely uninformed about. Like, if I want to hear some jackass be uninformed about stuff, I could go on 4chan or Reddit. That's just as much clout he has. He has the same amount of clout as some random dude on 4chan or Reddit, to be completely honest. And that's pretty much all I can say about
In
that.
Fallout 4. Over 100
I don't
parts
want to
into the
hear his
playthrough,
opinion on that stuff.
and I'm
I don't
just about
care.
halfway through the main
Like, I
story
don't
of the
even
game,
have an
supposedly.
opinion on it, so I don't
And it
care
looks like
about
I'm
his
gonna be
opinion
playing
on
for
it.
several more weeks, and I'm happy with that. I'm fine. This is a game that you pay $60 and you play and play and play and play and play, and that's awesome. And I'm not getting bored. I'm not feeling like anytime I'm wasting my
I
time.
pirated
again, I can't
Fallout
get
4 and I'm
get
done
back
with
to
it
the grind
already.
part to get to a good part. No,
I
everything I'm
don't
doing
care
is
for the game
entertaining
that
me.
much, to be
I'm
completely
loving the
honest.
game. So that is what I like about Fallout 4. That's it for Ask the King, everyone. Thank you very much for watching, as always. Happy Thanksgiving to those of you who are in the United States. I'll see you next time, which will be late December, early January, depending on when I get a chance to do it. Remember, Patreon, we've only got 5 days left to pledge and hit that
Wait.
goal. I want to do a fun marathon at the end of the year for you. I hope we can hit the goal.
Make sure to
Thank you to everyone for
pledge.
watching. Peace out. Until next time, keep submitting your questions on the King of Hate forums. And who knows, maybe next month we'll get your question answered. Peace out, everybody.
Who knows? Maybe you'll get it answered or what the fuck ever. I'm glad I skipped over so many questions and shit, because I would be here for like 4 hours if I didn't skip over questions and stuff, to be completely honest. Because all of these videos are more than an hour and a half combined, and my video is about 2 hours and a little over 15 minutes. If I wouldn't have skipped over stuff, this probably would have been around 3 hours. That means I would have been sitting there for an extra hour doing something, to be completely honest, I didn't really want to do. But a couple of people wanted me to do it, and I said, fuck it, I'll do it. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do after this. I'm going to eat me some Thanksgiving food, because it's like 1 in the morning. So yeah, I'm about to eat me some Thanksgiving food. So fuck you Hopefully you had a good Thanksgiving. If you don't live in America, hopefully you had a good Thursday. If it's not Thursday where you live, hopefully you had a good Friday. If it's not Friday where you live, hopefully you had a good Wednesday. I don't know how time zones work. Hopefully you had a good day. It's been Almighty Tevin. Make sure to like the video if you support the cause, and subscribe to me if you're not subscribed to me already. And I gotta play Minecraft episode 3. I might play that now, but I might eat first. I gotta think about it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might eat while I'm playing it. Now, wouldn't that be like some fucking futuristic shit? But yeah, I'm gonna finish this video because I don't really think I need to edit it. And I'm gonna set it to upload, so it should be live by Friday. So have fun with that. And yeah, I'll see you people later. Appreciate you for showing up. I always appreciate the attendance I get when I do videos. And yeah, see you in the next one.